Okay, I did. And
Okay.
I tweeted it out. Also, if you want to retweet it, also.
Yeah.
See, it is its own. It's taking forever to tweet it out on my Steam Deck or Stream Deck.
Oh.
Hope you're ready for this. Look, I already expected this is gonna be the prompt you wanted to do, but also,
Yeah.
eh, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Use your words. Say it.
Well, let's just see how it goes. Damn it!
All right. All right.
I tweeted it out.
Okay. Yeah. I want to check. I didn't see it, but I'll check it again. Yay! Live otome. Okay. All right.
All right. I'm gonna switch screens. Have you started streaming yet? Because I'll also retweet yours.
I did. Okay, let me go switch my screen to just chatting
Yeah, same.
and unmute my mics. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess. Well, I was gonna say something, and then you were like, "I'm gonna go live." I was like, "Okay, I'll wait."
Well, do
till
you
go
remember what you were
live."
gonna say? Because this is definitely scuffed.
No, that's where I was getting at.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I was gonna say something, and you're like, "We're going live," and I was like, "Okay."
You could
And I
have
forgot.
just interrupted me if there was some. The whole point is this is a give and take. Damn it.
Yeah, no, but you've been saying I'm gonna go live for like the past like 10 minutes, and I was like, "Go live, go!" Minutes, and I was like, "Go live," and then you're like, "Well, we wanted to talk about this," and then
Oh my
you
God.
were like basically stalling, and I was like, "Just go!"
Wait, you've been
So I
streaming longer than I
chatting.
have? God damn.
I wasn't just chatting stream. I mean, starting soon screen. So Discord and mic was muted.
All right. I don't know how you set it up. Because mine's just it's a hot mic all the time. Because fuck it, I'm scuffed.
Oh, okay. Well, we can walk through how to set up. Like, do you have starting soon screen?
Yes, I do. What I'm saying is I didn't bother because I'm like, if I don't have a live mic, or because I don't have like music or something, so it's like if it's not hot or there's not like the background music of the game, then
Oh,
that's why I just have it hot.
I see.
Because then I don't want to think of like, is it frozen?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Hold on,
Well, frozen like your legs, but also hot like you.
you like my leg on your head for these cold day or hot days because we're getting into the summer.
Oh, is it actually cold? Do you get cold? Do you ever get cold?
Okay, how about we do introductions first? Or let's you want wait a second for people to show up.
Oh, you do that? I don't do that. Go do it.
Oh my God. Yeah, this
You
is
know,
gonna be perfect.
when I do collabs, they're like, "Oh, I'll be right back to do my, like beginning of the stream, whatever." I was like, "Okay." I just sit there.
Juwa, you
Oh,
mute yourself when you're talking to your chat, so why don't you also do introductions?
like, okay, so what do you mean to talk about? Like, what do you mean to say?
Well, because we're VTubers, you can also be like, "Hi, I'm Jua. I'm a so and so water dragon kind of thing," or something like
I'm
that.
not water. I'm in the stars. I'm a starry dragon. How dare
Well,
you?
see,
What if I
see,
called you? What
see.
if I called you a water rabbit, not a ice rabbit?
Well, see,
Or
this is why I'm saying maybe you should also introduce yourself. So then,
oh,
guess what? People know instead of just going, "Oh, they're
oh, I
look at the purple-haired deer."
wait. So do you want me to introduce myself to your people or my people?
Well, I think your people know who you are. I would hope. What I'm
Yeah,
saying is, if you want to,
exactly.
it's more if you want
Exactly.
to do an introduction. That's all I'm saying.
Introduction for your people.
Yeah.
Oh, I introduce myself to your people?
I mean, I can
Oh,
do it
okay.
unless you're gonna like correct me on everything. Which do you want that to happen?
That would be funny. Let's see. Like that. Let's test how much you know.
Look, I know you're muted because I just saw you got subscribed.
Yes.
you might as well just have it live and have it hot the whole time, considering the whole point is you're also part of the stream. So if you just stop talking, and I'm just rambling, then it's also going to be a thing where everyone's
Well,
going to go, she's not saying anything right now.
yeah, but okay. So I think this is a good discussion to have. So I think it's definitely a personal preference because when I have my friend group collabing and they're like all four of us are mutual friends and everybody in chat is also a lot of people are mutual friends. So when we talk to, let's say you're already friends with Moji, when I talk to Moji, like her and what she says also applies to you, whatever. So I just read it and then you just talk to her off of my chat. That's how it is with my close friends that share, everybody.
Right.
But then when the community is not that shared and it's like obvious that they're listening in from your end, not my end, and I just keep talking to the people that's not in your chat and whatever, and it just interrupts what you might want to say, like for the stream or for your chat as well.
Okay, well, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, and sure, but my point is just, Joe, we're trying to have a one-on-one discussion. If for some reason I put a question and then you mute yourself because something happened to your chat, then there's just dead air.
Okay, well, if you ask me a question and I will answer it first, but I'll keep it in mind that you don't want like dead air randomly, I guess.
Well, yeah, because well, because you're the guest. So the point is, I'm waiting on you to like. It can make sense if you mute yourself in the sense that like it's and I'm narrating, but also I don't want a situation where I'm narrating, but because you're saying something to your chat, you're not fully listening to me, and then you have to just ask me to repeat it. Then that's another situation I don't want, because the whole point is it's a story directed towards you, and if you're not engaged enough to listen to what I'm saying, then I'm like, then what's the point?
Okay. Okay, you got a point. You should have said that before I decided to stream too.
Jua, it is I've explained to you, you are the guest, and the story is directed towards you. I don't know how much more I could have made it direct about you. I literally don't know what else I could have said.
Well, you could. Just like 10 minutes ago, I was like, I don't know if I want to stream or not, and you could have been like, well, you could not stream and just focus on me, and I was like, okay.
Jua, do you want? I mean, I know we're about to do Otome's storytelling, but also it's like, we don't have to get sussy immediately. We could save that for later.
I was not being entirely sussy.
You did the voice. Don't lie to me.
Okay, but that's not sussy.
Oh, don't do this. Do not do this. You know Let's ask your chat if they think it's sussy. The way you just whispered it, as if you're going up to someone going, "Well, you should just told me, and then I would have done it." As you push your boobs together, like, don't lie. Even Hero agrees with what I said. Jua not being sussy. That's a lie. See?
I am not 24/7 sussy.
You do it on stream though.
I am not sussy the entire time that I'm on stream.
I do not. Well, what did you just do then? What was that? Was you being say-so? Because I don't think that was.
That was just being a little flirty.
Not
24/7, but like 23/6.
She needs a rest day.
Right? Say to recharge, get full ammo up.
Oh my god. But yes, the whole point is that you're the guest, so the focus is on you. And if it, frankly, I'll just say it this way. If the focus is for you to be engaged with it and you're not listening, then I'm going to get annoyed.
That's true. I will be annoyed too.
Because it's like, why am I doing this otome thing if that's not your fantasy? Okay, so what? This is not for me. This is clearly not for me.
That's true. That's true. Okay, I think I'm gonna end stream.
Oh my god, are you just gonna raid me now with this kind of thing?
What?
I was just so the people that are watching this, if they want to watch, they can visit this instead of you just. Look, it's up to you. I'm just saying. It's not. Look, you could interrupt me and stop me because also I'm fine with in the moment if you're like, wait, this is a lot of information. Could you repeat that? That is fine to me. I just want to make sure you're actually engaged and enjoying it because you could also tell me, hey, can we redo this part? It didn't work for me. I do.
Yeah.
There is a bit of give and take where I also hope that you're also going to be along the lines of like, I don't know how quite it's going, but I'm going to let it progress a little and see if it pays off.
Okay. I think I'm gonna. So you're saying that I get to have save points. I'm gonna save my game at that point and I'm gonna reload it.
If you want to, if you really want to be that otome about it, yes.
Okay. You know, hey, funny thing is that I've only played one otome game.
Okay, great. So you don't have a reference for me to for you to say I don't. This isn't like my Japanese anime otomes.
Yeah, I've only played one, and I mean, I know what they are like, so I get to decide what. Oh, I think this is interesting that I played it like many ancient time years ago, and the game was there's this girl who's oversized, and she wants to still, you know, do well with her studies in high school, but she also needs to have a part-time job too for her own allowance money, and she also needs to make some time to work out to look better, you know, to be more charming. And whenever she goes out or, you know, go to certain classes, that's when she meets them hot boys that she can have as routes.
I mean, yeah. So it's just tell me like how you want this to go because it's like, frankly, it doesn't even have to be like the otome you played. It could be you could just tell me it's like I want these type of boys, and then I have to roll with it.
Okay, that's true. That's good. That's good. I mean, so let me ask, how many otome games did you play?
Well, 0 because they're not for me. But also, I'm around enough fujoshis to know what they want.
Okay, well, there are otome games for boys too.
Yeah, but those are just called dating sims. Otomes literally mean for the female audience.
Okay, well, the dating sims. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but also.
Okay, how many?
Okay, Juwa, you did. You go ahead.
That you know the point and purpose of my question. How many of those games did you play so that you have some sort of reference and like how you want to do it? Because I was gonna say, if you have played it more than I have, you just do what you know better because obviously you know better.
Well, Juwa, that's also why I said I also hope you don't try and save scum the whole game and instead let you see where the route goes.
Oh.
And also, totally Juwa, just because I don't like play, like I may have like dabbled with like a dating sim, but I don't think I've like fully played one. Like maybe visual novels, but it's like they don't really come to the top of my head. But the point is, it's not that hard to figure out what an otome game is. For at least Juwa, I can guess there's, even if it's not direct at you, there's like 5 like archetypes that off the top of my head. There's the tsundere, there's the one that is cold, but also and highly intelligent, but there's something there. I mean, these are also, some of these overlap a little. The bad boy, there's the one that is a little unhinged, but there's the one that's way too cute.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, I think this is another good discussion to have. Deciding which routes we want to create so that we can. So okay. How's this? Today I will go ahead and try to get to one of the characters, and we will try to get to a different character next time. It's a Joa's Otome saga.
How many do you think I'm gonna? All right, fine, whatever. You're just gonna commit me to this. If we're going to go through all the freaking characters, I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gonna crank these out now. Also, hey everyone in Juwa's chat, I'm 2-Bit Rabbit or Alistair Thord, or as Jua calls me, Ollie.
Yeah, because there ain't no way I'm gonna say Alistair every single time I call you.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. I'm an Arctic Hare, V storyteller, and begrudging bunny butler.
Begrudging.
Yeah.
Why hold a grudge when you can't be loving?
Because I don't want to be a butler. I want to be a VTuber and make content. But I need money.
Oh, you are like not happy with your job. I see. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, you all. Because also, Drew, I don't know if you said this when your chat was listening or live, but Jewel wanted it to be part of it of knowing the either it was why I'm a butler or the daily things of me being a butler.
Yes. I want to hear about your job. And also, Shoji! Hi. That's right. Shoji is a little Arctic fox. A little fluffy little thing.
Yes. Well.
Do Arctic hares have the black tip at the end of the ear and the tail?
Yeah, the ears for sure, the tail, it was just more so I don't have it all like white or gray.
I see. That's cute though. And Shoji, I know you redeemed the baby. I just got too absorbed in the conversation. Well, Shoji, I woke up to come to stream and all I have is a salad. Well, I just had a little piece of bread, but what I have for lunch is just salad with mixed veggies and no meat. So, do you want to bring some yummy meat to go with the salad? Whoa! Wait, hold on. You can bring certain type of meat too.
Okay.
My mocha freaks.
So what was that you about not being sus?
That was me being sus. Yeah, sure. But earlier when I was like, oh, if you said you wanted to, you want me to focus on you, I would have said yeah. But that's not saucy.
You did it in the voice. Don't lie.
It's the okay. So it doesn't matter what I say. It's the voice.
Yeah, well, the voice, it's basically the equivalent of someone going, oh, that's the mommy voice.
Really? So I could be like, not in front of my salad.
Yeah, you did the, like, breathy voice. Like, anyone would go, hey, yo, what are you trying to do? What are we? Anyone in your chat would go like, yeah, okay, cool. What'd you say? I don't know. I'm just down. And if anyone disagrees with me saying that, they are a goddamn liar.
Oh my god. So I could be like, not in front of my salad.
Well, you didn't say it in the voice. You just did it in gremlin mode.
Yeah, that's why. So that's to be different than not in front of my salad.
Yeah, see, because then it makes it go like, but you can do it to me. Because that's basically what it comes off as. It's like me going like, oh, you made a mess. Versus me going, you made a mess.
Hey, but that's a different line because
shut up.
That's in no. Hear me out, because one of those tweets that always goes around, like say something that you can say at a dinner table, but also during sex. So that's something that you can
so like if I went, Jua, not in front of my salad. It's different than going, not in front of my salad, Jua.
Okay, well, this is exactly what I meant by it. Some people take it the other way than what I have intended.
Yeah, okay, well maybe don't use that voice then.
But then sometimes I use the voice without me like on purpose. Like I
Yes.
said something, right? I said something and somebody was freaking out like, "Don't you slide your voice on me." I was like, "What did I do?"
Yes,
And then he
Juwa,
said-
that's the
he
same
said
issue
something
I
on it.
have with being sarcastic, because I say things sometimes in a deadpan voice. People think I'm being serious when it's just sarcasm.
Oh my god. I have a friend who is like really flat with his tone, and I'm like, that sounded so fake. Almost as if you're being sarcastic. And he was like, no, I meant it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that sounded fake too.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I've had it also like when I'm playing like Mafia or like those trader games where I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's like, you're suspicious, and I'm like, I'm existing right now. I haven't even had a chance to do anything suspicious yet. Yeah, but but the argument, that means you've done this before. And I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm gonna cry. It's like, oh, fake tears now, really? You're gonna pull that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna just give up. I'm like, so we caught you. It's like, why don't you just shut the fuck up?
Oh.
Anyways,
I think we have the opposite problem. Where I'm like, I'm trying to be like flat about things. It doesn't really work.
dude, these are the same problem. It's just the voice we use.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm telling you is sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it is not. Same goes with flirts. Sometimes like I am not flirting, and I feel like sometimes they understood it as me flirting, and they're acting a certain way, and I'm like, oh no. After a year, Joa still makes me speechless. Aww. Aren't you sweet? Aww.
Okay, but also, Drew, this is also why, like, if you really want to do Otome, I don't mind you doing like little like, hey, to your chats, but also I don't want it to become like too long of a tangent that you forget what the story is.
Oh, of course. And we have to. Okay, so first of all, let's make the characters. And
All right, so we're
you were kind of complaining about how it's gonna be like so long, whatever stuff. So
okay, so we're skipping all the other stuff. We're not gonna have like the. You just want to get straight to the story, nothing else. Just making sure before we. This is going to be the stream.
Making the characters? Yeah, that's fine too.
No. I'm saying we're skipping all of like the intro of like you wanting to know about like my butler shit. So we're just going straight Otome. Or talking to each other, because right now we're kind of just riffing and bullshitting, but also I just want to make sure, because now you just want to go straight story.
Yeah, well, you were okay with riffing and bullshitting with your other friends, so why is that okay with me?
I'm fine with that. I just want to know what you want to do. You're the one who's deciding what we're doing, so that now that you're... But I'm saying if you want to do Otome, I'm hoping that you're also focused enough that we're doing, like, it's going to be a... like,
okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because Otome is going to be a lot of things, because I'm going to be setting up like character like progressions and like storylines or like growth based on what you do. And if you're forgetting the choices you make, that's going to make it awkward when I'm still trying to be in character going like, oh my god, thank you for doing that thing for me, I owe you one, kind of a thing. Or it's like, oh,
and then I'm gonna be like, what did I do?
and then it's like, I'm gonna be like, is this in character or not? Because that changes exactly how they're going to react. Because it's like, you're basically going to put me in a situation where I have to keep going, even though you're being the ditzy MC.
Keep going.
Juwa, don't lie to me. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
That one, yeah, that's just no, yeah.
Yeah, so don't act innocent, goddammit.
No! Why do you think like I am trying to feign innocence the whole time? Like that was at one specific time. And after that, like sometimes, like I said, sometimes I mean it, sometimes I don't. And like just that one specific instance was not meant to be like that. What should you
All right, so that's also okay. So like I said, I'm fine with you doing that, but also like, are you gonna be able to focus on the story?
No, No, so I am going to listen to your job description, and I'm gonna end stream.
Okay. Hope everyone in your chat doesn't mind and understands. It's just look, if I'm gonna be freaking sussy and be talking about like, oh Jua, that was so nice of you. I don't know what I could do without you. Oh my god. Would you mind coming to my room later? I have something to give you. You want me to do some shit like that? I want you to be engaged because also this is gonna be a recording later and I don't want to die inside.
Yeah. All right, so Alistair Thorne, how did you start your job at the mansion?
The current one or the ones I've worked at before?
Oh, so this is not your first butler job?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Julia,
Yeah,
you're also gonna
I...
find out that I'm older than you may think I am. I'm not gonna say my specific age, but I am older than you probably think I am.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, tell me all the jobs you've had before then. Before you got were you a butler before you got your leg chopped off?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so butler been your life job.
More or less. There were things I tried pursuing, but guess what? They didn't have great results.
Okay. Well, I want to know what other jobs you've taken before. Like, have you ever worked in like food service before? As
I have worked other service jobs, not food service in particular. And the whole point of my lore is be trying to be there for people, to feel, how should I put it? In my lore, it's basically wanting to feel wanted, but only people reaching out when I'm needed from them, something from them or from me. And I just, at a certain point, accepted that as a fact of my life, and I decided to become a butler, because if people are going to keep asking me to do things, I might as well get paid for it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yes. And then that came with the other things of me trying to entertain people with like storytelling and acting and things like that. I incorporated those into my butler duties.
I see.
Yes.
Well, do you have a list of the jobs that you've taken before that didn't work out well?
Well, I tried doing acting. It's a lot of like art jobs because it's the whole point of in general is just trying to fill a hole.
Oh, you can't fill this hole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go on.
I'm using my scuff model, so you can't see how much I'm just disappointed. Are you gonna also make are these gonna be your choices also in the Otome, where someone's like pouring out their heart about how they lost a loved one, and then you're like,
you have to give me a choice. You have to give me options. It's a multiple.
Yeah,
choice.
So I'm gonna go with those options, and I'm gonna have D for like D's nuts, and then you want to see how they react to that? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
So you just want the bad routes.
No, I'm gonna save the game before I choose it, so that I'm gonna be like, okay, so that didn't pan out right. Let me.
How could I have known that they wouldn't like a D's nuts joke when they talked about their mother dying?
Well, I still want to see how they react. Like, I want to see their reactions.
You know, this is the difference between going like, it's like, well, I can just save, so fuck it. I want to see what happens, and going, oh my god, that's such a, like, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, but I'm not like, being gremlin like this when I'm actually holding a conversation.
You just said fill a hole.
But you were talking about your lore.
This was a
You're not actually
conversation. So
talking
what are
about
you
your
talking
whole.
about? What are you talking about, Jua? Huh?
You're looking about your lore. So I'm not literally talking with how like you right now is trying to fill a hole.
Oh my god.
I mean, you are kind of trying to fill a hole, but
I'm grabbing my mic, imagining it's your neck.
oh, I kind of like it though.
You know, this is what I expected, but still. Oh boy. We're only 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
we're
30
gonna
minutes
have to...
and you're already regretting it.
No, I know I have to keep going.
Yeah.
I set... Yeah, I know I set this up for you, damn it. I that was like a lob. That was a pop fly for you to just catch it, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so yeah, well, the whole thing was to fill a hole. So you were doing like art and stuff.
Yeah, and then the whole thing is, I'm just gonna fast forward through some lore things after losing my leg and ending up in VTuber Landia or whatever you want to call it right now.
Did you get isekai?
Maybe.
No, okay.
But anyways, it's a similar world, but the whole point was here I found out about VTubers after losing my leg and having this ice foot and powers. The whole thing was me basically being in a depression and thinking about, well, what's the point? And then in my lore, my VTuber mama basically saved me after being in a basically a depression coma, if you want to put it that way, where I was so sad that the ice had basically encased me in it. And realizing that she helped me and she was a VTuber, I started learning more about that and thinking maybe I could become a VTuber and help other people if they're feeling that way too.
Ah.
So yeah, that's the idea. And then going from there, the whole idea was trying to pursue VTubing, but then look, I know everyone loves to say it's like anyone can be a VTuber, but the point in my lore is I was so thinking I could become a VTuber, but then seeing all the costs that came with it made me have to go back to being a butler. Which is also explains like why in my lore I can't stream at any time because I have butler duties.
Oh, so are you? I see. Interesting. Like, So in your world, in your dimension, do you? So you have to set up your computer and stuff like that so that you can stream to the humans in this world.
The point is, well, I mean, technically any VTuber has like contradicting lore when compared to other people's lore, because some people are imagining it like they're the only VTuber. I don't know. It's really weird when people are like people from like a thing where it's like they're all powerful. And I'm like, I don't. What are we doing? But the thing I was gonna say that doesn't matter because you do you. The way I imagined it is in my lore. When I'm streaming to the people that are in this world, unless people don't like that because they don't have enough suspension of disbelief, then fine, I'm in a different world. It doesn't really matter.
Wait, okay, so you are in a different world than the humans, right? Like,
it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
Oh,
that's not the point of the lore. Isn't focused on the humans. It's the focus is I was in a world before people that didn't have a term of VTubers.
Yeah. Oh, because the way I usually see it is, they're not like VTubers. They're just like anime characters, and we call them VTubers. But to them, they're just being them. They're just doing their thing.
Well, see,
Um.
that's why it could be for it. It doesn't really matter in a sense because I'm like,
Mm-mm.
um, because so many people acknowledge that they're VTubers in their streams, so it's like, okay, so they know what a VTuber is. It's
Mm.
like, even if you're saying the VTuber thing came from a different place, it's like I don't think it matters at a certain point because it's like you're using the terminology, the fact that it
Mm-mm.
exists, and I'm just
Mm.
saying I was from a place that didn't have VTubers because also it's like
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say being able to stream to a different universe doesn't make sense when someone puts it like that because I'm like
Uh-huh.
the the
Okay.
internet doesn't span different universes
Uh-huh.
because if that did happen then
Uh-huh.
we'd already know.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to make sense of like why would because they don't really not a lot of the other VTubers involve their job, working as their character, the character having to work because they want to cover the costs of being a VTuber.
Yeah,
They
I get
usually
I
don't
get
talk
what
about
you're
that.
saying by
Like,
that because like the
mm-hmm.
god is just streaming, but also I'm like I would rather have I because I would rather have that. That's also the reason why I picked a butler to make it more grounded because frankly sometimes it's that thing of like, oh my god, this all-powerful dragon happens to just be streaming on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
and they just decided to do it for the lols, and then it's like, I mean, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
but does it feel believable? It's like, shouldn't you be like
Mm.
taking over the world or something? Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, usually that's the case. You have like, I'm you, I love you.
Hey Mio.
What
um
other things you have? Do you have like, um, a demon lord, a vampire lord? You have a yeah, you do have like a dragon god. That's like worshipped. Um, what else? You have some like there's some like OP people out there.
yeah, and
You
it's
know.
like you could do that, it's also the thing of just like you're an all-powerful god but you don't have the reflexes to play this video game. And
Yeah.
that's also part of my lore where I lost my lucky rabbit's foot, so I can poke fun at like, yeah, I suck at this game. Well, guess what? I lost my luck. That's my luck. How could
Oh,
I?
I see. I see.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have the streamer luck kind of thing. That kind of thing.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, if I had my leg, I would have beat it.
yeah, that kind of thing. And like,
Mm-mm-mm.
uh, people, joke. People, sometimes chat can take it too far, but like sometimes it's like, oh, you're not a real. That's my streamer can't play video game kind of a thing. That's where the 2-bit comes from, because 2-bit means like second rate or like no good kind of a thing.
Uh-huh.
And not having my lucky rabbit's foot, what's a rabbit without that? So it's like 2-bit or like I'm a 2-bit gamer because it's like I'm not that great kind of thing. Like,
I see. Still, I think it's very interesting that you you incorporate like a regular daily side of a character than to just show this OP side of a character. Because usually, like usually, in my opinion, you would set up the lore to the part where you lost your leg and now you've gained a superpower and now you're back. That's as
yeah,
far as it
that's
goes.
also why I kind of
But you.
hesitate to say an isekai thing, because like when people think isekai, they think of a power fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, I made my all of my lore and stuff is to be, it's fantastical, but in a way grounded, or like it's not the power fantasy, because I want people to relate more to it instead of going like, yeah, I'm gonna be this thing. It's more of a like, hey, my character has gone through some shit, and guess what? That sucks, but it's okay, and things can get better, because the kind of streams and stuff I want to do is not, I don't want it to feel like just wish fulfillment. I want it to feel like something you're engaged with because you can relate to it to some degree. It's like, yeah, maybe you did get hurt by someone, and maybe you dwell on it for longer than you should because you cared about that person, and that's what Alistair has gone through. Or maybe you just question things, but also it's like you can still find happiness. It's just you're gonna have to go through the ups and downs. That's it.
interesting how you try to convey that through the lore stuff, and then I try to convey it like sometimes through just chatting time. Because sometimes, like, certain topics come up, and then I would share like my experience
Yeah.
to some extent, and
Well, yeah.
just share my thoughts that way. Because I'm kind of on the same page. Like, I've been through some shit too, but I'm like so sometimes I would say, well, my best friend who knows the whole thing, whole story, told me that she's like amazed and proud that I came out of that as a stronger, loving person rather than just being a druggie on the off the side of the road. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I should be proud of myself for that too.
You don't have to
But
give me the details, but I was like, okay, that's
yeah, so
yeah.
sometimes I would share my insight and wisdom about stuff, but then you are because you're a writer and I'm not, and
Yeah.
I'm not even I'm not um I don't even have any idea on how I could share like the bits of the lore that I did decide on, and it's not even like completely established. That's
Hmm.
why I'm not sharing it. But you have your whole lore and everything on the side prepared, and then you are like smart enough to make things up on the fly, and also like you are a writer, so it
Yeah.
makes it easier for you to uh, get your like moral of the story across to people with your story.
I
So I think
well,
that's cool.
well, thank you. But also, I think of writing an improv as kind of like it can feel overwhelming or daunting, but I don't think I'm special because I do it. I just think I know how to use my experience, my emotions to the best of like to enhance my storytelling because look, I'm not trying to be the next great American novelist who writes I don't know, fucking Grapes of Wrath or some shit. The thing I also hate Grapes of Wrath. Fuck that thing. Um the point I'm just trying to tell is a story that people can enjoy and hopefully relate to because at the end of the day like we're all just trying to get through life
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to have 20 different meanings and then you have like your fifth grade professor your teacher say like oh tell us how Alistair Thorne's uh, book on ghosts is actually a metaphor for the Great Depression. It's like I don't care as long as it's a story that people like then I feel like done my job or it's like
Mm-hmm.
hey I really like that character in your story because it kind of resonated with me or it's like hey uh why do you have to write because I've had people say it's like why do you have to write stories that make me go awe it's because it's like because I know what that feeling is so strongly because of my life that I just put that into stories and like have characters go through that because it's such a strong thing of me that when I describe it other people can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's me just rambling but yeah it's just because I feel like everyone can tell an interesting story. It's just having the confidence to tell something about yourself in a way that is uniquely you, even as uh that is to say.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes, so if you're talking about storytelling, as in not writing, but just telling a story, whether just any kind of story, it could be your story, it could be some other like fairy tale story, but some people are actually kind of bad at storytelling because they would not build suspense or mm, like add any interesting parts to the story. Sometimes they think they're adding some in suspense and interest to the story, but no, they are just adding irrelevant, unnecessary information to the story where you just keep on dragging on. And I'm there sitting, thinking, can you please get to the point?
Okay,
And
yeah. Okay, I see what
mm,
you're saying, and to that I say is, well, yeah, but that's just because they're writing fan fiction, and that's for them specifically. Um, but,
well, sometimes they're talking about, like, for example, what irritates me is, for example, they're just trying to tell me that they add at this, like, like super fancy restaurant, and like you could have just said, oh, I went to eat at this restaurant. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. I totally recommend you to go. But no, they're gonna describe like the whole thing before they went to the restaurant and whatever stuff. That's what I get irritated with.
well, yeah, yeah. What I'm trying to say about that is,
Uh
by
huh.
fan fiction, I'm saying it's self-indulgent for them. When I say
Oh,
fan
okay.
fiction, I mean
Oh.
it's a self-insert kind of a thing, of because their
Mm.
whole focus then becomes less about engaging the reader and going, I'm gonna
Uh
write what
huh.
I want,
Mm.
and even though I believe in write something you're interested, you still have to have self-awareness. Because
Mm.
something writing like that is also like someone uploading a YouTube video, but it's not edited for other people. It's just because you're like, I had this thing I wanted to do, so I'm doing it,
Mm. Mm.
versus like, I want to convey something that other people
Mm.
can also enjoy.
Mm. Okay, well now I'm kind of having a self-reflection because uploading to YouTube just because you want to do it versus conveying something to the people who are watching it, it kind of applies to streams too,
Yeah,
where you might focus on what people want to see, like those big corporate YouTubers. They might do things that they don't really enjoy doing just
yeah,
because their viewers want to do it. But then here I am. I am streaming whatever the fuck I want to stream just because.
yeah. And there's nothing wrong with doing either. It's just
Mhm.
acknowledging that, hey, if you sometimes want to reach those levels, if you don't necessarily have the personality or the content that
Mhm.
people latch onto, you have to be willing to then become something that you are not necessarily are in your day-to-day life. um
Mhm.
and there's like nothing wrong with it. It's just, you're for a lot of people, I don't think they realize you're turning what you think is a dream job into a job.
Yeah. There's
Because
a lot of
yeah,
people.
go ahead.
A lot of people who would say, don't make your hobby a job because now that it's going to lose uh, the the perk of a hobby.
Yeah, because it's not, when it's a hobby, you're doing it for fun, but when you're doing it for a
Mhm.
job, you're doing it to live.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, then there's also people who would say, like, you know, you have to find something that you love to do as a job, and you always love your hobbies. So I don't know.
Well, to that I say, it's like, I think it's that romanticization thing of like, uh yeah,
Mm.
I think it's better to say, uh not do what you love, but do something you enjoy, or something
Mm.
that you gain satisfaction from. Because
Mm.
look, some people may not love doing like a desk job or office work, but maybe they have a
Mm.
satisfaction on doing a job well done kind of a thing. And there's nothing wrong with
Mm.
that, because like,
Mm.
I I'm currently working a job where it's like a 9 to 5 kind of thing, and guess what? I
Mm.
don't enjoy it because it there's no satisfaction in feeling like I'm just doing the same thing every day. Um, so it's and it's just, there's no satisfaction in that, and that's why I don't want to keep doing that, because it's like, I'm sure there's other stuff I could do that are more enjoyable. It's just saying doing something you love, do something you love is kind of naive in the sense also is like, hey, guess what? You're gonna get burned out no matter what you do if you keep doing it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. You're the one in control, but tell me if you want to switch topics or anything, or if this is what you want to be.
Well, okay. But what do you do as a butler? Like your daily life. Like, what does your week look like as a butler? The current one, I guess.
All right. Well,
wait, yeah. So backtrack it a little bit.
Okay.
Who hires you at the current mansion? Who is the master of the mansion?
Well, the current master, I actually don't know too much. That is actually kind of the point. Where they'll have me do various tasks that are both in and outside of the mansion, and I don't necessarily always know the point, but it feels like there's always some kind of like lesson or thing, because sometimes I don't know why I don't know if it's a he or she or they, so we're just gonna use they. The master sometimes makes me go on things that feel like they're less about helping them and more about helping me for some reason, and I don't know why. But also maybe I what's it called, helping me more than them. But also sometimes they have me do weird tasks, like maybe I have a background that depending on the time of the day, I have to switch out some of the paintings in my background because that's what they want, and I don't get to question it because I'm getting paid. So, you know, the ups and downs of having an eccentric master.
I see.
Yes.
But I think the master is nice because sometimes, you know, they let you do things that's good for you, although you're still getting paid, but it's still for you. Probably because they have the extra time and money for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna question it. It's a little weird, not gonna lie, but also, look, I don't want to be a butler for the rest of my life, but maybe this one is a lot nicer than other ones I've had to work for in the past.
I see.
So even though I have some headaches.
I see. How long have you worked in current mansion?
Since I decided to become a VTuber, and that's when I realized that I needed more money. So let's check my Twitter to see when I made it. I've been working for my current master for 2 years now.
I see. How long did you work in the previous workplace?
I jumped around, so some of them were only for a couple months, and then some were for even a few years. But
you can be a butler for 2 months and quit? That's short.
Well, it was more like I wasn't needed anymore.
I see. What is the... Well, you did say some of the weird ones is like, you know, like switching up paintings, whatever. But what is like the least favorite thing about being a butler? Like not just in this mansion, but just in like your entire butler career time. What is the least favorite thing? Like what do you hate the most?
Well, dealing with unruly guests, I guess I'll put it. And I will share with you something on Discord. It's up to you if you want to try and share it on Twitch, but I don't know if it's also a thing you feel comfortable sharing. Hold on, let me find the art.
Unruly guests. I'm guessing sometimes your master wants to throw some parties or something.
Here's the unwanted guest. Do you see it?
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
You must have gotten paid a lot to do that.
Well, you know.
Was it part of the job description? Because if not, you can ask for more.
Look, part of the job, maybe sometimes I have to become a bodyguard because if I don't protect them, I don't get paid.
I I see. Oh my god, that's very extreme.
You never wondered why I have a weapon for being a butler?
Your knife?
Yeah. Well, it's brass knuckles.
I see.
Knuckle
Did I
dusters,
see
if
them
you will.
knuckles before?
Huh?
Did I see them knuckle
I mean,
things
it's
before?
been tweeted.
Oh.
I can find it real quick. Uh, there's technically the blade can be flipped or not, but I'll just tweet what the designer posted.
I see.
They're known as the Heartbreaker.
Uh-oh. Wait, let me see. Did you send it?
Yeah, I just did. Chill. It's getting to you.
Oh, I see. I did see it at some point. I just didn't remember it.
I was like, yeah, you're
I
definitely seeing it.
I see. That's cool. It connects with your power, ice power.
Well, yeah, that's the reason where the blade and the spikes come from. But before that, I just had regular brass knuckles or knuckle dusters.
I see. What do you call them?
Knuckle dusters.
Knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's just another term for it.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes these English people make weird names for things.
Yeah, well, before I started like streaming or people heard my voice, they thought I was British.
When people heard your voice or your speech?
Before they heard me, because they just saw Butler and they went, he must be British.
Oh.
People are dumb.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Butler thing is more of a anime thing than a British thing, but okay.
You should know that Butlers existed before anime.
Yeah?
Why would it be an anime thing then?
You don't really see a lot of butlers outside of anime?
Because you only watch anime is my guess. You know, Butler's a servant, so, like, they've existed for how long?
Yeah. Yeah, but you do, how many butlers have you seen? Not a lot.
Yeah, but guess what, Drew? Neither of us are rich.
I guess so.
I don't think it's a guess, though. I think I'm right.
Okay, you're right.
All right, there. That's what I wanted to hear.
All right. Tristan redeemed baby the baby, and I've already been fed some meat for my salad, so I think it's time for a dessert. What will be the dessert for the day? Tristan, are you still around? What's the dessert of the day? Hey, did you ever make another attempt of baking a perfect macaron? Bring me the macarons! Ali, do you ever bake?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, because some people say that they can cook, but they don't bake. And I tried baking at some point too, but that's a very different thing. Like just because you know how to cook doesn't mean you know how to bake.
Well, I find baking easier because it's just like you follow the steps and then you put it in the oven, more or less.
Oh, same thing goes for cooking. You just follow instructions.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, with cooking is that you sometimes have to, on the fly, change the recipe a little because maybe you, when baking, it's usually, like, mixing it and just following it, but also sometimes cooking, for some people, they forget to season at a certain time, so they have to do it later or, like, in the middle of it, kind of a thing is what I'm trying to say. Baking, it's a lot less... because it's like you have to have the measurements, you got to do this and that correctly, versus I kind of feel like cooking it's as long as for baking it's like as long as you have the measurements you're fine, but like cooking frankly sometimes like you're gonna have to also be able to adapt a little, because it's like the piece of meat you get might be a slightly different size because when they packaged it it's not 1-to-1, so it's like yes, you follow like approximately, but you still have to adapt it or like maybe not use as much seasoning because there's not as much surface area.
I see. But then, did you know that where you are and the humidity affects baking?
I mean,
Because
yeah,
where
that definitely
I
affects
didn't know
it.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not
Because
know
also, like,
until.
even if you have the same oven,
Mhm.
it might have some dead spots. So getting a new
Mm,
oven, like even if you have like the same location, if you have a different oven,
mm,
you have to know how it's gonna bake or if it might have like some uneven spots because
mm.
some ovens are just like that.
Yeah, I did not know that until my coworker, who is really, really good at baking, told me when she first started baking after she moved here, she had to go through a lot of trial and error thing to get a feeling of what different things she has to do
Yeah,
than what she usually does.
that or
Oh,
like
damn.
maybe the ingredients that they sell,
Mm,
you're gonna have a little different, more consistency.
I guess so. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tristan, did you try and make another time? Did you try making another batch? And hola and blah. ¿Cómo está? Ali, do you know how to speak any other languages?
I took Italian in college, but it's been
Oh,
like years, so I don't remember much.
oh, I see.
Um,
Yeah, I took Japanese during college, and I
is that when
also
you found
had
out about
2
all those
years of.
butlers?
No, they didn't even like show us any anime, whatever stuff.
Yeah, so it was only an anime, and like anime is not like
It was just
realistic.
my smooth brain, just whatever. Okay, just like how I thought wrestling is between bald guy and long hair guy, because I just didn't know anything about it.
You're so pretty.
Huh?
It's a joke.
Oh, because I'm smooth brain.
Yes. It's that joke of like, do you think I'm smart? And then I will say, you're so pretty.
Oh,
Completely avoiding it.
oh, oh my god! Did you know that the reason New York pizza is so good is because of the water in New York? Is that
That's
true?
what everyone says. Like, I don't know for sure if that's the only reason, but I'm willing to believe that it does influence it.
Oh, that's strange. That is actually very strange. I do know that each state has like different consistency of like how they clean their water, tap water and
Yeah,
stuff.
so that's the theory why.
So yeah. So when I had to go to a different state for like a little bit of like a job work training thing, my skin got fucking wrecked because it didn't like the consistency of the water. So I googled how to fix that problem, and they said rinse it out with clean water. So like my body was mostly okay, and also it's like stronger, right? And then my face though, it's like
It
my
broke
face.
out. You broke out in because of the water.
Yeah, it was like a rash thing. It
Mm.
wasn't even like acne, whatever. So what I had to do is I had to get clean drinking water, and like I would just wash my face regular,
Mm.
and then as a rinsing, I had to get like drinking like clean filtered water, and then rinse out my face, and that actually helped. Like that made it go away in
Yeah.
a week or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's I don't know how much it's true or not, but like when I visit the Philippines, I get covered in mosquito bites more than the people who live there, and they joke about it. It's like, oh, they like foreign blood because it tastes better or different.
They do say, oh, mosquitoes like it when the blood is sweet. So sometimes we would joke about, oh, I get more mosquito bites because I'm sweeter than you. Two
Hmm.
other times. Oh, so you make it 3 times total? Or to get pictures of those impressed. So made them for Easter get together. Wow, that's impressive that you perfected it in 3 tries. Shit. Yeah, make it a fourth time and show it off. I love macarons, but it's been forever since I had one because we don't have a lot of places where they sell macarons, and there's this one specific place by the grocery, but we're too busy with the grocery. We're not gonna make a stop at like that Italian restaurant that has it. So yeah, I. So that was. Oh yeah. Forgot. What is your favorite part of butler career?
Uh,
Out of your whole entire butler career time, what's your favorite thing? Like,
uh,
what makes you want to be a butler? I mean, let me take a guess. Is it because people need you and like you get to fill their need and help them?
well, I was gonna make a snide comment of my favorite part of being a butler is when I get to clock out. Uh,
I
but
I could see that.
yeah, I guess one of my favorite things is uh for one of the families I had to work for before, because I kept telling stories to their child to get them to go to sleep. They gave me a pocket watch that I still keep. That
Aww.
uh, it's supposed to play music.
Oh,
Uh,
a pocket watch can play music?
yeah, the idea is that it can wind up and it has like a music box in it.
Oh, a pocket watch with a music box attached to it. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess maybe sometimes I feel like when when things work out, it does feel like people actually appreciate me, but I don't always get that. Is that too real?
Mm.
But yeah.
I mean, like when you started off with like, oh, you want to be wanted, but then they come only when they need something. Like
Yeah.
that was already too real. So it was surreal from that point.
Yeah, I know. The Hey, guess what? That's kind of my whole thing is I'll I'll say it how I feel it is, and if that's too real for people, well,
Uh,
chances are you probably actually need to hear it.
yeah, yeah, true.
I don't want to be harsh. It's just I would rather just be upfront and tell someone than me be another person who's gonna coddle them and not be able to like have some self-reflection and actualization to be better. Because guess what? I need it too.
Mm,
Sometimes I need to be called
mm,
out because I'm not perfect.
mm,
I make
mm,
mistakes.
mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, that kind of thing.
mm, mm.
Is there more that you would like to know about my past? My
No, not
broody
about the job.
past.
No, I was just kind of thinking about what you said
Yeah.
about how like you need to like hear it and whatever. Yeah, sometimes like, well, I would wish that people would just let me know if I'm doing something wrong, but be nice about it. Not like there's different ways to talk, like say the same thing,
Yeah.
and some people can be nicer about it, and some people can be more bitchy about it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to just
Yeah.
be an asshole or a jerk about it. It's just more of uh there'll be times where I'm just trying to be honest, I guess is the way to put it.
Mm.
And I'm not trying to be, and sometimes I'll be blunt, but that's only because clearly it feels like for other people haven't been being upfront about those kind of things is the way I see it.
Oh.
So yeah, just something.
Mm. I see. All right. Well, I think that it's about time we start uh making our characters that we can go for routes. But I
Okay.
don't want to go. But I don't think we're gonna have too many because you listed like tsundere type and the cold type and the smart, but there's something fishy about the guy
Yeah.
type. I don't like those types. So I think
So
it's
you're
going to
basically be
cut
like, no,
down.
no, no, throw them in the trash. Only
Yeah,
Juwa's
like
faves.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't even like make the character. It's like don't spend time making them because I'm not even gonna go near them.
I'm still going to make them just because guess what? In the world, they're not all going to cater to you, Jua. Unless you're going to be like, you put me in a scenario where they're all the characters are just like, oh, Jua's dream world, where all her
Yeah.
men
Hey.
are, you know, desperately water and want to go, oh my god, what can I do for you?
Hey, you said I was a guest and I get to do whatever.
Yeah, but also I'm gonna tease you about it because guess what? If I have to go through this, I'm still gonna go like, hmm.
Yeah, okay, well, know that if you make a certain character, they're just gonna be sitting there in the background. I'm not gonna try to get to them or anything.
That's fine.
Okay.
That also
Alright.
means one less character I have to figure out a route for.
Okay, well then, okay. I guess we could make little less details about them. Now, my favorite thing, we're gonna have like everything. Ali, do you wanna make that super ideal, ultimate Joa's favorite man?
Drew, you might as well just tell me you're not trying to do an Otome game. You're trying to do a reverse harem game.
Is that an option in the in the
You're
game?
the person I'm trying to entertain, so yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh my god.
All right, so I do want to focus on that. So I am going to end the stream as we have already discussed.
Okay. For
And
everyone who's here, thank you.
yeah, let's just go. Let's just go over to Ali's so you can just continue to listen in on Sassy Joa. And I bet I'm gonna get more sassy when I have a favorite character in sight. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I even tweeted out that you decided we're doing a reverse harem stream.
It
Oh
keeps
my
getting
god,
updated.
thank you, JuwaBaby, for the raid. Who could have foreseen this? But thank you. And thank you for also being understanding of a if you want
course.
maximum sussiness, this is for you.
Oh yes.
Oh boy.
All right. So, we could quickly go over the characters that I wouldn't like. I don't like the cold types, and I know that some people the cold types is like the first one they go for because once they open up, they're going to be like the best man, the most protective, and they're going to like go through the ends of the world for you,
Yeah.
all that. But you know what? Hey, now that I'm talking about it, that does sound kind of nice.
Yeah, so shut up. I know what you want. That's also why I pointed out you want the payoff.
Oh.
That's why I said, hey, I know it may not be the immediate gratification, but guess what? I know you like the build up.
Oh. You know me so well.
Sassy, but whatever, we're entering this thing. Okay, as much as it's great that we have established you want to do the reverse harem stream, my question though about this now is if this is the focus, what is the world where you're making me build?
Oh, okay.
Because I can make these characters, but then I have to then recontextualize them to make sense in whatever
Oh.
lore or world I'm putting them in.
True. It would be easier if you're consistent. Oh. Okay, so I don't know if I actually want it to be reverse harem or just go the traditional way of just trying to get one man at a time. Maybe the reverse harem could be like an ending option after we go through all of them. Let's go through like individual route first. And it would be hard if it's set up in a world where you could have other like species or something.
Is that what you want?
It would be too hard. I don't know if I want. Let's talk about it. Cause you could have a let's see. you could have a gold like my one of my favorite things is gonna be like a golden retriever type of a man, right?
A himbo,
And
got
that's
it.
a personality. That's a personality, and the species could be a dragon, right? It's going to be a dragon man with a personality of a golden retriever, and it could be a tsundere type of a personality, but the species is a what's a random
I don't
uh
know.
a wolf.
Lamia. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a snake. Snake.
He's a
Tsundere.
tsundere because guess what? He's cold blooded.
Uh, oh, he could do the cold one where he's gonna go to the end of the worlds for you. He could be the villain.
I'm
Oh,
cold
if you
blooded,
make the
but
cold
you give
person,
me
yes,
warmth.
yeah, yeah. He craves warmth because he's cold blooded and he needs warmth to live and go on. So in order to have that warmth, like he's willing to kill.
Okay, that's great, Jua. Again, but tell me what the world is, and then we could narrow it down. Because right now I'm like, are we in a fantasy world? Are we in a modern day? Is this the
That's what
future?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We'll talk about it because I was gonna say it's gonna be too hard to go into fantasy world where we have options. So let's
Jua,
just
it's not. I'm gonna. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm trying to. You're saying it's too hard. The point is that I have to work with what you're giving me, but I'm just asking you, okay, it's not that
mm,
hard to come up with the characters. I just want to know what world we're in instead of me
uh-huh,
going, no, I have to retcon this later because you decided we are now, like, I'm not saying we can't change things, but
uh-huh,
drastically changing the world or the timeline is a lot to ask
uh-uh.
for versus me
Yeah.
like going back 5 minutes and changing what a character did as an action.
Uh hmm. I think fantasy world would be more fun.
Okay, that's fine. But also, this is another thing. We can do fantasy as in it's like medieval ages feeling type fantasy of like Lord of the Rings, or are we
No.
doing a fantasy setting where like it's modern day and like
Yes.
okay, see that's all I need.
Yes.
You're gonna
We get
all right, fine. I'm gonna just. I already have some stuff that I will share with you later because there is a dating sim I have in mind, but that's not here because I don't want to just reuse things that I've thought of.
mm,
Plus, this is for you.
okay. Aw. Okay, just for me. Aw. It's okay. You
This
know
is your
what? We can.
stream. Even though it's my channel, this is for you.
Okay, well, we can. Well, we could. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we could make the characters and we could make them solid. That way, other guests can also enjoy the otome game in a different route. You know?
I'm not gonna write this down, but sure.
You're not gonna write this down. What?
Well, it's like I sure other guests could technically do this, but also I kind of imagine they're gonna want to do a thing that's for them.
Oh, true. True, true. All right.
I'm
Custom
gonna drink some water.
otome route. Let's go.
Okay, so we're in a modern day
Uh-huh.
setting.
Uh-huh.
Modern day setting. Do you have a
Uh-huh.
specific thing in mind for your character or the MC, I should say?
Jua.
So dragon.
Yes.
Okay. Star Dragon. Is it literally just you?
Yes.
Okay.
I get to have more immersive experience and be more in character.
Okay. Again,
Like, okay,
Jude,
imagine
this is gonna prove my point about I don't know if other people are going to want to play Jua.
Oh. Oh, well, okay. No. That's not what I meant. You make the characters like the golden retriever dragon and cold-blooded tsundere. No, not tsundere. A cold-blooded snake. Something something. You can make those characters as what do you call those? Routable characters, and they can come in and be themselves while they're trying to get to those characters. That's what I meant.
Okay, but Joe, are we then acknowledging that these things are happening simultaneously, and you're fighting for the characters, or this is like an alternate universe?
Alternate universe where like when I'm in your stream, going through it like just like a Otome game, where when I'm playing, like I am like the main character, and then let's say uh, um like if Trishan uh is the main character, like Trishan is the main character.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, let's not worry about that, and just like let's just focus on making the world and then the characters.
Yeah, let's just focus on making it, and then if you want to have them throw them as options, you can. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, let's just okay. We can just start workshopping things.
Yeah.
But okay, because yeah, this is Jua in a modern day setting, and all right, I'm gonna just start pitching like different scenarios, and then you can tell me if any of them catch your eye, and then we can go from there.
Mm.
So uh basically for this kind of story, we could do a thing where you all happen to live in you're moving into a city or apartment or house kind of situation, and you're new to the place and you're learning about these people, or
Oh.
maybe you want to do the typical exchange student kind of situation, or maybe it's an office romance kind of situation.
No office romance. Let's do college romance. I
You want to do
moved
college
to
romance?
a different place
Okay.
to go to school.
Okay. Question: are we going under the are okay? Few ideas. Are you a freshman? Are you a transfer student? Um are you changing colleges for an unknown reason that's going to get addressed later on in the story? Uh,
Oh.
is it you wanted to
I
get away from family and friends and have a fresh start? Again, yeah, I'm just throwing things out there. You
Yeah.
can pick one of those or say one that you're thinking of.
I think going like moving and going college like as a first thing, like freshman, like I just got done with high school, so I am going to go to this land to go to college kind of a thing. But then let's make it so that in this world you can still drink as a freshman.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to bring up.
Uh-huh. Cuz it's not fun to not be able to have drink. Oh, let's see. Yeah, because let's go off, grab a beer or something as an option would be nice.
Okay, because one of the things I was going to be like, are we going to deal with underage drinking? And then you have to be, it turns out that like one of them is an upperclassman, and then you go to one of his parties and he doesn't want you to get caught and get in trouble. So he helps you hide in the bathroom and you get stuck in there together. And you have to keep the lights off because you don't want them to hear or see you. And it gets very, very intense as your heart starts to race because the thought of getting caught, but you're finally here alone with your crush and no one's there to stop you.
That would be intense, but now you got me thinking.
Yeah, that's the point.
No, I don't wanna do anything that's against the law.
Okay, fine. I actually don't know if that's going to be Twitch TOS, but yeah, that was just a thing that I know could be an exciting plot line. But yeah, so freshmen where drinking is the legal age. So in this fantasy modern day setting, got it.
I mean, like, I just wanna have different like species and have options.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to.
I also prefer anime men over real men, so.
Yeah, I know. Look, 2D is better than 3D. I know that. I know. That laugh. Anyways, all right. So we're gonna do modern day that kind of setting. And then let's see.
Oh,
Uh,
and Tristan, it was because we talked about. I don't know if you were there, but we were talking about how I am very easily distracted, and, and I wouldn't be able to listen to what Alice is saying if I'm talking.
yeah,
So, hmm
I appreciate you understanding why I was worried about
of
that.
course, of course, of course.
Um, but yeah, so if we keep continuing with this, let's see. So modern day freshman, are you is this in your hometown? Are you in a new city, new
Yeah,
country, new
a
state?
new place. I am totally romanticizing college time. I
Okay.
wish I was.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. I already have a few characters in mind.
Mm.
Uh,
Actually,
are there
yeah, because I
are
want it to
hmm?
be if it's a new place.
Yeah,
I have yet to leave like my
your home.
home place,
Yeah.
and I've never had that. So with that uncertainty, like I don't know. Mm, yeah, we could be in a hometown. Well, you know what? Let's make it my home ground. I am still within my fantasy land,
Okay.
and
Well, because if you're in
I
your home, whatever you want to call it, then that
yeah.
also implies that either you're the loner type, or then that means your family slash friends can appear at any time.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Because if you're in your home, that also, even if they don't go to your school, they could visit you. Because I'm assuming you didn't hide that you went to college.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh.
want that, or do you want that thing of like you're in a different place and you have to make new friends, and then um, those are the people you turn to, and then you learn to do that kind of thing? Because that's what we could
Uh,
do.
yeah,
Again, it's up to you. I'm just putting
yeah,
it out
let's
there.
go to a new land. I haven't had it, so I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna, feel about it, but we are totally romanticizing that period of time. So
Okay.
let's go full out.
All right. Get
I'm
ready for an RA to be one of your dating options, but not your
Ooh.
specific RA, because that might be a bit too weird.
What is RA?
Room advisor. It's
Oh,
basically
okay,
the
okay.
person who, you know what a dorm is, right?
Yeah.
It's the basically the upperclassman whose like job it is to be the person who watches over you.
Oh. It's dorm? Why?
Because, well, it's from, you went to college, right?
Yeah, but I've never stayed in a dorm.
Okay, well, the point of having an RA is, for one thing, having someone who's been in college longer. It's someone that can be a reassuring thing because it's someone who's been there before, done that. It's also someone who, it's someone who's responsible for you there. That is, that is both an adult, but not like so old that they don't come off as relatable.
Oh.
Because imagine like you had, it's basically it's your caretaker, it like, but not like a baby thing. It's just more of like, hey, they make sure you're doing okay and have like activities to do, and they're just basically like an event planner kind of thing that also, if you need, like, you can give feedback on the things and like reach out to.
Oh. But then they're not really like in charge of just you. They're just in charge of the whole dorm place because it's room advisor. So like, do they take care of many of the students?
uh well, basically it's, well, it can vary from college to college, but like for the ones that I had, it was two RAs, um and they, if they're not doing the apartments and it's the dorms, then it's like, I think it was like 80. So it's like basically, if you think of it, 40 per RA, because it's not like they're constantly watching over you.
Yeah,
um
they're just checking in on you here and there.
yeah, like
Oh, okay.
they plan weekly events. They have like, maybe they have their door open for like when people want to talk or hang out with them, kind of a thing, or like they have questions or concerns. It's just like a all purpose kind
Oh.
of thing.
Oh, so they have a weekly event, whatever thing for. the 40 people that they're in charge of?
More or less. It could be something like, oh, here's a thing to get to meet the other people in the dorm that you live with to maybe make friends, or maybe it's a thing about like sex ed stuff of like resources on the campus for stuff, or hey, we're gonna have a movie night, that kind of thing.
I see.
Hey, Becca,
Okay.
and what is that emote? Oh my god. Of course. You have a stare emote, but okay. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god. We're doing an Otome game, so I'm sure you'll love it. And this is the guest, JuwaBaby.
Oh.
She is. Do you want me to? Is it like a celestial dragon, star dragon? What do you want?
Starry dragon.
Starry dragon.
Who has world jumping portal powers.
Okay, well maybe you're the reason I'm here.
Oh, maybe because I do be a VTuber, so maybe I fucked up at some point and just brought somebody in rather than me jumping through it.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so right now we're developing the world where her MC character Jua happens to be a new student at college. So get ready to have all your wish fulfillment. But also I'm trying to toe the line and not be too weird where you're dating your own RA. Because I think that might be a bit much. But yeah, so we're gonna go with that. But yeah, that's the whole point of an RA. Does that make sense?
I think the RA could be a strong, muscular girl. I like that too. What, like?
Okay, what do you say? Okay, question. Strong, muscular girl. Is she smart or not?
She is.
Okay, smart.
I mean,
strong.
Not like super like book smart, but like she's smart.
Okay. So not naive, I guess is the way to put it. Okay, so she's been through some stuff, maybe. And maybe that's also why she's an RA that you can trust.
Yes.
Where she's reassuring, but at first maybe she scares you a little. All right, and then let's pick a species that the RA can be. I'm just gonna start throwing things out there from a fantasy setting. Half giant, half orc.
Yeah.
Are those one of those you want to go with? Because I can keep going.
Yeah. Half giant.
Half giant. Okay, so she's like 8 feet tall then.
Whoa! Yeah.
Giant woman make Jua brain go burr.
Yeah. Wait, but then I was gonna say Ari could be a strong gym advocate where she recommends everybody that's in charge of her to go to the gym because it's healthy.
Yeah.
But then if we have half giants, do they have gyms that is meant for big people?
I don't see why not. I unless you want to do a school that discriminates against different species.
That would be really hard. Now this is the exact complication that I was worried about.
Okay, I have a question now.
Yeah.
We can do more of the world building, or I can just start introducing characters as I start narrating you going through your first day moving in. And then
the characters.
Okay. I think you're just having fun making these characters because they're like, ooh, this sounds nice for me.
Yeah.
Instead of like you hearing the character I make it like, no, we're gonna change it to this. This sounds nicer for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have your RA half giant woman and
she goes to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I was gonna say something about like instead of getting a sports scholarship, she became an RA to pay her way through college.
Now I'm thinking, maybe keep it simple and just not do the whole fantasy thing. But then
then you lose the half giant. It's fine. I'm just saying we just came
okay,
up with all this.
yeah, that's true. Half giant does sound really good. Half giant muscular woman who is reliable and dependable. Oh yeah. Who's also making like planning events for us every week. Oh yeah.
A lot of
Oh,
her
she's gonna
events
have
are.
giant titties. She's gonna have muscle, but she also has giant titties still.
She's just gonna be Shiva from Mortal Kombat then.
Who?
I'll send you a photo. Hold on.
Okay. She's gonna be a mommy, dame mommy. Like, like, I think I'm gonna like, oh, like she's gonna ask like, how are you feeling? And I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna feel better if I could just rest my face on your booba pillow.
You're so done bad over this character already. Alright, I'm just gonna send you the Google image like of Shiva. Hopefully this works.
You could have just told me the name, how to spell it, and I could have Googled it. But
well, SHEEVA.
Huh? I
Mortal
see,
Kombat.
I see. Well, my half giant wouldn't have 4 arms.
I know, but the point is she's a giant.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't know that. I never played Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, she's like taller than all the dudes because she's a species of 4-armed giants essentially.
I see. She's got 2 toes.
Okay, but also half giants sometimes, or giants have that too sometimes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Look, fantasy races have different appendages. They're not all just gonna look completely human.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay, so that's the RA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a name ready for her, or do you want me to start just naming things? Oh, okay. Also, question.
Yeah.
If it's a modern day, do you still want these fantasy races to have fantasy names, or are they just going to be like Julie and Meg and like other things?
I would. Some people can have plain names. Some people can have fantasy names.
At GGF, thank you for the follow. I'm assuming that they may have found the stream because it says Otome, but who knows?
Oh,
I'm not gonna question it, but hello. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, so, I was thinking because it just makes it more complicated with the species and all that. It like we could not have it and still make this RA be like 6 foot tall woman. But let's see how far we can go with just continuing with picking up.
Yeah, well, Jua, I'm gonna be honest. Having them be a different species is not that hard. You're overthinking it. The names might be harder. It's just you're overthinking because guess what? I'm the one writing it, and I'll tell you if I'm struggling.
Okay.
If that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
I'm fine right now. Then. I'm going to tell you, my weakness isn't coming up, because I'm going to just tell you, having a fantasy race isn't different if they're still in a modern day setting, because it's like, okay, then I just have to reference that they may bump their heads sometimes, or like some little differences, because it's still a modern day setting, and they're still going to have personalities.
Yeah. The
hard part for me is just sometimes like, fantasy name, it's Malachi or some kind, I don't know, fuck. Like, I have to come up with that, but, like, if you want that, I can try.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter, really. I said some people can have, fantasy names. Some people can have regular names, so this RA can have a regular name.
Okay. Because technically, like, if, like, Megara from, like, Greek mythology, people shorten that to Meg.
Oh.
So it's like, they can also have, like, a very ancient sounding name, but also have a shortened or like a name that they use around like humans for common kind of a thing.
That's cool. I think Megara will be a nice name for the RA too.
Okay, well then let's go with that, Megara.
Yeah.
All right, so we have that,
and some people are gonna call her Maggie, and she's gonna blush.
Okay. So you want her to be the type that is tough, but she still has a softer side, and she gets embarrassed.
She
Because she
she's like
blushes.
well experienced. Oh no, not, I guess not. She doesn't blush. She just likes it.
Okay, so she likes it, but that's still a softer side because like that's a
Yeah,
nickname.
of course she's gonna have a soft side.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I said, and you said
Okay.
no.
Oh no,
I just
mean,
need to
like,
know what you're looking
okay.
for in the character.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's fine if you want it or not. I just need to know what that
Yes.
means.
Yes. She doesn't blush, but she likes it. And yes, she does have a soft
So
side.
she doesn't blush. Is that she part tsundere then?
No,
Or she
just likes it. But
she
doesn't
doesn't.
blush. Like,
Does she acknowledge that she likes it?
Yes.
So why wouldn't she? So you don't want her to blush. That's all you don't want.
Yeah.
So she's too cool for school.
Huh?
She's too cool for school. She's like, yeah, okay, you can call me that. And
yeah, she would like smile, and
you you want a big tall cool girlfriend is all I'm hearing.
I guess so.
All right, just so you know, I'm still gonna write these characters with some flaws or something you're gonna learn later.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a heads up.
Okay.
All right. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, she's tall, she's muscular, she's got big booba and big ass, and she is like a cool, like experienced, well-rounded person who is street smart, and she is also like just well-rounded with people. That's why she was able to be RA. She's not too like like really stupid. That's why she was able to be RA. She's also very popular, but that's because her personality is great. She's just like ideal giant woman. Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. All right, so I'm literally just making her super awesome then.
Yes.
All right.
She's like the OP character, like the most OP in the game. I guess. No, I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. I don't mean it. No, I just want her to be awesome. Yes.
You kind of made her OP. You just said she's cool. Everyone likes her. She's confident. She does. She likes being called nicknames, but also she's not embarrassed about it. She just she struts around. She she makes people do sports. She slaps your ass sometimes because we're doing sports. But also, guess what? If she's your RA and you're doing this, I'm gonna make it where she's like, we can't do this then.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That way she can, remain perfect being. Yeah. And also, I would want her to have like another like half giant boyfriend.
So you're into voyeurism.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, but that doesn't like. Why are you asking me that? When I just said, I did not say anything about that. All I said was
at this point, like even though you never said, you just said yes, and it's recording right now, so don't deny it.
No, where I'm asking you, where is this question coming from? I didn't say anything related.
You were super hyped about this person being your. I even said your tall, cool girlfriend, and then you went yes, and then you're like, no, I want her to have a half giant boyfriend. And then I joked, and then I basically, I wasn't being like super serious. I was just gonna say it and then see how you reacted. Of like, and I bet you want to watch, and you went, yes. People can watch the VOD when this goes up later. You can't deny it. I don't know what you want.
I'm not denying it. I'm just asking why suddenly the question? That was
because we were building it up, and I was gonna say like, oh well, if she's gonna be your RA, I'm probably gonna make it where she's gonna reject you if you try and ask her out because.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, but then you added the
where
part
I'm
of her
going.
having a half giant boyfriend, and I started teasing you and being like, "Oh, so you want to watch instead?" And then you went, "Yes." You could have went no and said, "Why'd you say that?" But you went,
Oh.
"Yes." You had alternate options in this scenario. You could have just said no, and then we could have moved on. And then or went, "Why'd you say that?" And then I went, "It was a joke. I'm teasing you." But you just agreed to it and then started asking questions. So that's on you.
Don't do that anymore.
Do you just say yes without thinking about the repercussions? Yes.
Yeah, yes.
JuwaBaby, everyone. If you want more moments like this, check out her stream the next time. You're gonna get these also.
I'm not good at lying, okay?
I'm not trying to trap you or anything. I was just gonna, look, I tease everyone about things because like if you're gonna make me do an Otome game, I'm gonna tease you that like, oh, so that's what you're into.
Okay, now I'm expecting it, so I'll be more prepared. But you asked
I
me
X'd it out, but okay.
you asked me out of the blue, and it's not my habit to just lie about things, okay?
You could have also just said this is for the content, but you didn't.
This is for the content.
Too late now. Too late now.
I'm joking. I was joking. I'm joking. It was a joke.
My scuff model can't show the expression I'm making, but okay.
It's a joke.
Okay. You do you, girl. I don't know about that, but okay.
No, see where I was coming. Like why I said a good boyfriend is because she's gonna say, oh, she's the RA. We shouldn't do this, something, and it's also because she has a boyfriend already that she's not a like a routable character. Although she lets you use her booba pillow to rest your face, though.
So again, so you're in this thing where you keep addressing this when we could have moved on to a different character right now, but you keep focusing on this character.
Let's move on. I really like this. Okay, I really like this. Meg. I like my Meg.
Yeah, but also you're accepting that she has a boyfriend, but you're also like, oh.
Well, she could have a boyfriend, but she can also let me just rest my face on her giant boob. Okay, no big deal.
Are we going to make this normal in this setting, or are we just going, she's going to get weird about, like, going, what are you doing?
No. Like, I'm friends with her, and she knows I just like her giant booba, so, she's tolerating it for me. I'm just tiny little dragon.
Jua, I'm going to still have a thing where either Meg or her boyfriend is going to go, hey, yo, what the fuck is this?
No, I'm just resting my face on her boob. Like, what's wrong with that? She's not gonna let you rest your face on her boob, but she's gonna let me rest my face on her
Yeah,
boob.
so isn't that a little weird just to do that?
Well, she's friends with me, okay?
Look, I know this is a self-insert thing, but also I'm like, you're just making it where it's like, well, she lets me touch her there and it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know that, but also guess what? The boyfriend is either gonna think, hey yo, threesome, or hey yo, what the fuck? Because the guy will think that. Those two are the options that go in his head. I'm being real.
Oh. I mean, like, I'm not groping her boob or anything. I'm just gently resting my face on her giant booba pillow.
Yeah, but he's also gonna go like, hey, it's like he's gonna tease you about it, be like, I know you have a crush on my girlfriend.
Oh. I'll be like, no. I mean, she's really cool. She's like the coolest person in the whole entire school, but no.
Jua, you may be a dragon, but you're a puppy dog to her. Don't lie. See, you're laughing because you know this is true.
Yeah. I think I am.
Is this all you want to write? Is this whole scenario with this and your RA?
No, no. I want my best route to be my golden retriever boy.
Then why are we so focused on this RA?
I said let's move on.
No, you didn't. You kept going, but this detail and this detail, and I'm like, we could have stopped. You could have just said.
I am stopping now.
Okay. So do you want to talk about the golden retriever? Also, if Becca's here, she's gonna love this because it's basically a himbo then.
Oh yeah. Let me open up my document and list the things that I want. All right, so
you had this ready, okay?
So this golden retriever, let's go Google. If you Google golden retriever personality, golden retriever personality. It says they are outgoing, trustworthy, and eager to please family dogs. Wait, that's a dog. Oh, personality type.
Good job.
Oh. But that's what I want. Someone who genuinely cares for you and is someone who makes things easy and pleasurable in a relationship. Let me see. Personality type. What is golden retriever personality? Now, person extroverted, easily excitable, and overall just super happy about life, and also just like happy-go-lucky kind of a personality.
Yeah, a himbo.
Well, they're not dumb though.
Okay, well, I don't know how to tell you, but a golden retriever is a dog, and dogs are kind of stupid.
But I'm just talking about their personality. I don't want like a literal golden retriever. I just want golden retriever personality.
Okay, but also I'm just gonna tell you, I think when you're hyperactive, sometimes you lose track of things.
Yeah.
And also, I gotta double check his name, but from Monster Party, he has a golden retriever personality.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, the himbo one.
Yeah, and guess what?
Yeah. Himbo.
He's a himbo, but you can also call him a golden retriever personality, Scott Howell.
Yeah, I know him. But he's really dumb. No, he's no. My golden retriever's not gonna be that level of dumb.
Well, I'm not saying he's gonna be like completely like incompetent, but I'm gonna say a golden retriever type is not the smartest.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because guess what? They're too excited, so they don't keep track of everything. And maybe they're not the smart. And sometimes when someone says they're not the smartest, it just might be because they forget things. Because guess what? They have ADHD.
No, I don't want ADHD in him.
He's hyperactive.
Yeah, we can customize it.
Oh my god. You're really... Jua, this is gonna make it really hard to make routes when you're gonna just go, no.
But we're making a character. I'm going to make my ideal character, and then we'll.
You're not giving them flaws at this point, because look, if he's like all of this, I'm not saying. Look, everyone has like, it's not even like flaws. It's just like their personality is. Is there something that you? What do you want that like you might as well just be like, just check the boxes and just tell me, and then I'm gonna see if I can make a character make sense out of this.
Okay. Do you want me to just go through my list then? It doesn't have to be in one single character. We can mix and combine these into like 2-3 separate characters.
Okay, but if I do in multiple characters, then you're also going to be hold on. Yeah, also, because if they're a golden retriever, I'm just skimming. I assume that the one you found is the WikiHow thing, because it's just one of the first Google things. They're gentle and innocent type, right? guess what? Being innocent also can come off as being a little naive and dumb. Because
Okay.
guess what? I knew a girl who was very innocent, and it was
Mm,
just like, girl, you were like 20 and you don't know anything about sex ed. And I don't know if you're faking
mm,
this or not, but I'm
mm,
just
mm, mm,
baffled that you don't understand like euphemisms because like we're in college now. And
mm,
it felt like I was talking to a child.
I see. I see.
I'm not trying to say, like I said, he doesn't have to be a bag of bricks in
Uh-huh.
intelligence. But what
Uh,
I'm going to say is that's also how I feel about how himbos were originally, where they don't understand like sexual advances, or like they're just
mm,
like they're friends with everyone, so they don't read
mm,
into like someone flirting with them because they're just like, oh yeah, we're all
mm.
friends.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
mean by originally
okay.
himbo, but everyone just thinks of himbos just like stupid, but they can be
Yeah.
sexual, and I'm like, no,
Uh-huh.
no, because like
Mm.
a himbo is just a nice person who's just like doing their best even if they mess up
Oh,
and is
I
muscular.
I think the definition just kind of is different between people because they have a chart, himbo chart,
Yeah,
a Venn diagram something,
the Venn
and
diagram. Yeah,
you have to be kind, you have to be big and muscular, and you have to be stupid.
yeah.
That's the ultimate himbo. Hmm. Anyway,
Okay, but also I'm just but yeah, if you're saying golden retriever and then I'm gonna say innocent, then I'm also gonna say then he's a little like he's not gonna know about if you're into him or not, because unless you say it, then that kind of thing.
oh, I yeah, I
And
guess
that's
that's fine.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why I'm saying he might be considered a little dense.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, wait, Jua, does
Yeah.
that make me a himbo? If you want to answer Tristan's question.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, because Trishan is big and kind, and I don't know. Are you like smooth brain? I don't think you are. You seem to have like like your thoughts kind of organized,
I
but to an
mean,
extent.
yeah, I'm gonna say I think everyone has smooth brain moments. That's also why I
Mm,
think himbo has been kind of an overused term, but it's the thing that
mm,
everyone understands, so I use it.
mm, 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 mm. Yeah.
That's also why I generally have a more particular definition.
Mm. So, Trishan, if you look up the Venn diagram of himbos, if you are mm, himbo chart, let me see. There's literally a thing. If you are just a what is it? If you're just kind and beefy, you're a hunk. If you're just kind and stupid, you're just a decent man.
A nice guy.
And
Yeah.
if you are stupid and beefy, that's a jock. If you're all three of kind and beefy and stupid, that's a himbo. Mm-hmm. Was a bodybuilder jock? But jock means that you're not like just only beefy and stupid and not kind. But I feel like Trishan always been kind.
I
You were
mean,
also
I
saying
don't
how
know him personally, but from what I can tell, it does seem it's checking off the boxes.
yeah, and also Trishan was like, oh, he's always been big, so people get intimidated. So he was being extra careful to not be like mean or anything because people are already intimidated. But as I was googling golden retriever personality, there is this thing called lion personality, and I think we can make that into a character too. Because if you take a lion personality and like a Libra, like a zodiac Leo personality, I think that's a fun character. So, this lion personality is gonna be takes charge, determined, assertive, firm, enterprising, competitive, enjoys challenges, bold, purposeful, decision maker, leader, goal driven, self reliant, adventurous. And for like Leos, they're kind of like, they want to be in the center of attention all the time. They want the spotlight. Also, But then they also really, really love being praised and complimented. So I'm just gonna, give them compliments and they're gonna be flattered.
Do you just want a lion man then?
Lion?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find an image. I don't know what they're called. Oh yeah, Leonin.
Huh?
Uh, hold on, I was on Discord. Yeah, it's a lion man. Because you said lion personality, so.
Yeah. Oh, oh, okay. That's well, okay. So I do like furries, but that's too furry.
So where's the line?
I want, I want kind of like you, where they got.
So you basically want the equivalent of a bunny girl or bunny or a cat girl, where they have like the ears and the tail, but anything more gets a little too much.
Sometimes, okay. So there's that character in Zelda Tears of Kingdom. There's a goat man. So that has been executed very well. I like that.
I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, so I don't know.
I haven't yet either, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Is his name Butter? Wait, what?
Let me see. Let me see. King Rauru. He's hot. Oh, you know what? Ganondorf is hot in Tears of Kingdom. Can we have a character that's built like Ganondorf in Tears of Kingdom? Oh, he could be the lion then. Lion personality with that kind of a build. Oh, I make him a dom daddy too.
All right, well, just keep in mind, like, this only works because it's like in this setting, but he's gonna come off as an asshole and a creep, in like, because you're describing like an alpha, like, he's an alpha where it's like, it's like I'm too busy. I'm you're just gonna slow me down because of like I need to like stay in shape and like follow my goals. Because it's like if you want that kind of route, I can give it to you, but also I'm going to still address that, like, hey, guess what? If he's goal driven and also in that kind of shape, he's going to be working out constantly. So you're going to either have to work out with him or be
it's
like
a fantasy world where he just built like that.
Yeah, but he's goal driven still then. So he's like, I'm still going to have things where he's like, he's going to be busy then because he's like, look, this is for like either it's for fun or it's like you need to help me follow my dreams. Like, okay, fine, he can be built because that's just how they are, but if he's goal driven, I'm going to emphasize that because that's the defining thing you're giving me about a lion personality. And if he's like confident and like this and that, then he's not going to just be like, he's also going to be like acting like he's the alpha. Then that's what you're giving me, right?
He can, yeah. Okay, so I think we can have the lion personality just be on the side, just like, like, okay, you don't have to like be madly in love with me or like ask me to marry you or anything like that. Like, okay, just fuck me and that's enough.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, if they're living in this world versus like, look, you want there's a difference between saying you want an otome game where there's characters and like plots, or you're just going for an H game. Because you just said I just want him to fuck me. So guess what?
Yeah,
that's an H game.
Okay, well the other ones is like otome game, but then this lion dom that it can be like an H character. But I guess you won't see.
He's gonna kick you out then. He's gonna just like use you and then make you do the walk of shame then.
Oh, what is a walk of shame?
It's that when after the next day when you're walking back out, like leaving either his dorm or like his apartment, everyone's watching you leave because they know what you did. And they're probably gonna say it's like, oh, so you were his, play toy for the night. Because guess what? If he's just gonna fuck you, he's probably fucked other people too.
exactly.
Yeah,
So it
and
wouldn't be no big deal. They wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, but also
Yeah.
maybe that's fine for you, but there might be other girls or other dudes who are going to be not appreciative that there's other competition.
Oh, for him?
Yeah,
I see. I
because
see.
because you have to understand the reason why I'm putting all these things is it's not interesting for a story if there's no conflict.
Oh, true. I guess.
Because like again, I can do a voice and then we can help fulfill your fantasies, but guess what? That's going to be on Fansly. It can't, or OnlyFans. I can't put it on Twitch. I can't go into detail of that. I have to fade the black.
I know. I'm not asking you to do all that for Ottoman's thing. We're just making the character.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's not going to be much for that character then. There's no plot, because all you're saying is I want him to fuck me and I want him to be hot and a dom daddy. There's not much else I can do with him then.
I guess so. He's just like a decoration.
Yeah, so like what am I supposed to do with him when all he's gonna say is like, all right, I'll fuck you, but also get out when I'm done. Because guess what? We're not gonna go into details because there's nothing else to add. That's what I'm trying to say, Joa. Like, it's fine if you want that, but there's not much for me to work with unless there's like jealous people or something, because guess what, if you said he's just gonna fuck you, he doesn't care about you then, so there's no then okay, like are you gonna keep going back to him because like we're gonna keep fading the black because he's gonna fuck you and then move on.
Well, that was more of a figurative speech, but okay.
Jua, what? How is it figurative when he's just there to be a piece of meat, and then you use you as a piece of meat? There's nothing else there for it.
Okay.
This like we can't have that. The problem is he's going to be not even a route in my eyes because you're just gonna walk. He's just gonna walk up to you and say, "Wanna bang?" and then you say yes. The route is done. The route is done. Because you're gonna say yes. And that's the reason why I'm trying to say, like, I want the characters to have flaws or something you don't know about them or something, because if I'm trying to do storytelling, I don't mind if you want to do wish fulfillment, but also I need to work with something instead of just going, they're perfect, they love you, the route is done. You don't know them yet.
Yeah, I don't know them yet. So
yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't know what you want right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking that, I'm probably seeing them as a perfect, flawless beings because I don't know them. So once I get to know them, I'll probably see flaws. Like even the lion man, I would be like, oh my god, he's perfect, and then later find out he's like a piece of asshole.
He's a piece of asshole, yes. Yeah, so that's why, because like, let's be real, if he's a quote-unquote dom daddy, but you're not in a relationship with him, like, what is there for him? There isn't. Are you friends? Yeah. So are you friends with benefits? Well, then there's also, then he's gonna be like, okay, well, we're just banging and then that's it. There's like, move on. And guess what? I see chances are someone might have feelings by the end of it, or like, that can also be drama, but like if he's just if it's a hit it and quit it kind of scenario, I don't know what to tell you aside from it's a cut scene that lasts for 5 seconds because I can't show it on Twitch or talk about it. So I see. Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah.
What if I actually want to go with a route and be boyfriend girlfriend?
Well, then there's a lot more to work with, but also maybe they seem perfect at the beginning, and then there's stuff you have to deal with of like, oh, maybe because you're both in college, they're like, hey, I need some time alone, kind of a thing, or I need help studying, or it's like, can you not bug me right now? The point is, it's not.
Can we make him older, man?
Are we doing that kind of story? Like, how old are we talking?
Like done with college already. She's just working.
Who's this?
The lion man.
Lion. I mean, we can, but also he's a creeper, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like in the real world, he'd be a creeper.
That is true. I'm just a freshman. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was just like, why is he dating an 18-year-old if he's out of college?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Like, did he find you off the street? Like, did he visit the college? What did he do?
Oh,
like, this is even worse.
That is, yeah, okay, never mind. I
like,
forgot
he just hated and quit it and then left this freshman. It's like, what?
Yeah, okay, never mind. I forgot I'm a freshman who's 18. Okay.
Also, I apologize to everyone if the frame rate's dying because things are unstable, but at least this is why I'm recording this, and I need to work on upgrading my internet. But at least you can hear me, so we're gonna work through it. But yeah, so look, if you want, we're just gonna talk about what you want in your fantasies. That's fine, but that's not gonna be me telling a story then. That's just me hearing what you want in like your quote unquote ideal person or in your fantasy like hentai.
Okay. I mean, that was an idea.
Also, hi everyone, you're hearing what Juwa's into. Because she's not focused on the drama or a story. She just wants to know they're hot and they're gonna fuck her.
I've never had much drama, so I don't know, okay?
I know, but also it's like then there's not much of a story at the moment. Because you're just saying, because it's like when in any relationship long enough, there is going to be moments where you fight or argue or disagree, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they could be injured mid-route, sure. I'm just saying, for the muscular guy that works, but if Jewel wants a character that just fucks her, there's not a story.
Yeah, that's true.
And like the RA, if you want that, but like you can have that, but also it's like they're just going to be your friend, like, and then what are we focusing on there? Like just going through college? We can do that too. I don't care. You could just have a route where you're just going through college and just narrate it. It's just the point I'm trying to get is even with your friends, you're gonna argue or disagree, just like how we're at times just disagreeing, or you're saying, well, I don't know about that. That's still us technically arguing or disagreeing. So it's like, guess what? There's just moments in your life, if you don't argue or disagree, then chances are you're just agreeing with someone without actually giving your own opinion.
That's true.
Oh, I have many times, TBH. There's a bit of a delay, so I'm not sure what that's many times. The arguing or getting along? I'm not sure, Tristan. But yeah, I don't mind.
I thought I was reading chat. I thought you said many times like for you, and we were talking about how like, you know, we just agree.
Well, yeah,
really agreeing just to avoid conflict.
Yeah, I've done that in the past. I've done that at work. I've done that with like people I wanted to be friends. But also, I'm gonna tell you, in college, someone said, you need to stop just agreeing with that person because we see you just trying to be that person and like be a mini version of them. And I got offended by that because like I didn't think I was ever doing that. So because like things can go perfect or seem perfect, but maybe I'm just gonna throw in something where someone's gonna see you differently than how you think everything's going. So yeah, maybe the person you're trying to woo, there isn't any drama, but maybe there's things outside of it, or maybe they have to move, or maybe they have to quit college, or and then you have to deal with those kind of circumstances. I just because right now it sounds like, wait, he's the sports coach going through divorce. Wait, what?
Going through divorce is kind of hot.
Yeah, but also he's a sports coach, so he's way older, which is also kind of the weird thing. Unless you're okay with it, like having that kind of fantasy, because it's let's be real. If anyone finds out like a let's say if he's a sports coach, he has to be like
Yeah.
35 at least or something, like mid 30s. A mid 30s dating an 18-year-old, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. It's like, we can do that, but also I'm going
How
to...
about a sports team captain?
Well, that's fine. The many times was for hearing what you was into. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm sure people in your stream are, like, very familiar with you as tastes, if you will.
Okay, so I took the BDSM test last
Oh my
week
God.
finally. Because I took one last, like a whole last year ago. And I do think the result was a little different. But then I showed to my friend and he was like, yeah, everything else, I think everything else makes sense. I was like, see, I told you, people are gonna know the result without me even posting the result. We can have the lion character on the side though, because like my main focus is the gets the golden retriever.
Okay,
And
that's
maybe
fine.
the snake too.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And like, or like, look, maybe the snake guy, because he's cold, there's gonna be a part where, yeah, he falls in love with you, but he's so focused on keeping you that he's pushing away all your other friends, or like people start getting worried about you. That can be
like a
like
yandere.
yeah, yandere
okay.
type, or it's just like maybe he's like he sees only the warmth in you but not other people, so he's like, I don't like your friends, kind of a thing. And then like, do you try and like push your friends away? Do you try and make him understand that, you know, you get warmth from them too?
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. Or like maybe for your golden retriever boy, maybe it's like, maybe it's not he's dumb, but maybe because he's hyperactive, he just took on too many things and now he can't focus, and now he's struggling with his classes, and then that's the drama. I'm not saying like they have to, like, when I say they have flaws, I'm saying it's them working to improve themselves, because that's the point of, like, I don't want them to be perfect. That's how I prefer my writing also in general. So.
Okay. Well, I might be making it hard to give ideas. I see.
Yeah.
But I think the lion man could be like the quarterback, or like just like a team lead for a sports team.
I mean, yeah, we can do that. It's just then, but then like that's the whole thing of like, yeah, maybe you get to sleep with him, but also the route, it may not be guaranteed have a good route or a good ending if all you're worried about is him being able to sleep with, because like maybe you try talking to him later and then he ghosts you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because he's like too busy.
Yeah, or maybe you see him with another girl, and then even though you accepted that he was only going to fuck you, guess what, he's moved on, like, and like you just have to, and maybe you're okay with that, that's fine. But you know, or maybe there's a thing where he talks about you to the other people on the team. That could be a thing too.
That's an asshole.
Well, guess what, if people try and climb the ladder, they also like to brag to people to seem cooler, so he might be used as a stepping stone for his popularity. Yeah, he can be an obstacle too. It's just, I'm just pointing out to Juha, like, just because he might be a good fuck doesn't mean he's a good person.
Yeah, that's true. But damn, that was kind of trashy. But I guess.
And yeah, no reason to apologize about the delay. That's I apologize that my internet is scuffed sometimes. I really need to. Hopefully, I can fix that in the sooner than later, because I think whenever I have another person, that's when it gets. I think it's because I'm using Discord. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But I think I just need to get more upload speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, the
snake guy. Oh, yeah.
Snake guy, is that the one you want to do next, or we can do the golden retriever type?
Let's do snake guy first.
Okay.
Because I want Golden Retriever guy to be the last and the best.
Are these the 4 focus? Are these the 4 focuses we have right now? Your RA.
Focus, Golden Retriever?
Well, we have currently Meg, your RA, Lion Dude. We don't have a name for him yet, but Lion Dude.
Yeah.
Snake guy, and then Golden Retriever. But the Golden Retriever, we haven't decided on, like, his type. But also, I feel like you're probably going to go with the snake guy because he can choke you, because guess what? Snakes are all muscle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't have bones. They're just all muscle. They wiggle around.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I mean, like, I don't need to be choked really hard. Just gently, just gently is enough. So, Golden Retriever can choke me too.
Okay.
But then you see, like, I'm thinking, am I toxic for thinking that, oh, it might actually be okay if he's just the snake guy is like, you know, he doesn't like anybody else but me. So he's going to either try to push like my friends away or his friends away, or I'm like, what I'm gonna try to do is to just like kind of have him like get immersed within my friend group, so my friends are also his friends. But then I was thinking like, oh, is it toxic for me to think that like I'm okay with me being his sole focus in everything?
Toxic in the fact that you're enabling his bad thing. Yeah. Admittedly, this is a fantasy, but yeah, I'm gonna be real. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Because guess what? Are you just basically going to do the thing of like, so Snake Boyfriend, what were you doing when I was gone? Waiting and plotting for you. Like, what else is he doing? Because like there might basically just be a moment where it's like, Snake Boyfriend, you need to start going to classes. It's like, but I need to make sure you're safe, so I go to all your classes.
Oh no! Okay, never mind.
I'm just saying, like, look, there's good even if he's quote unquote perfect,
yeah,
for you, then he's gonna have other bad habits then.
Yeah, that would make it fun. I'm gonna be like terrified. No, please don't do that anymore.
It's like, but I thought that's what you like. That was the whole point. You said you're okay with me having you be my only focus. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of you. I need to make sure you're safe. Look, I don't care what happened with the lion guy. You're with me now. But if he keeps talking about you and like hurting your reputation, I will get rid of him. Don't worry about it. I just want you to be happy. And if he's hurting your feelings by talking about you, well, I know what I have to do.
Oh, no. I'm going to be like, no, but I don't want you to go to jail.
Well, then I'll just escape and find you again. Nothing can stop me getting to you.
I don't want to date a criminal.
I'm not a criminal if they can't catch me.
No. It's more of a conscience kind of a thing. Conscience.
Well, my conscience feels fine and free knowing that you're safe.
No, I want you to be good. Like I want you to be
am I not good?
Okay, more than well.
Wait, what? I've been doing this all for you. This is what.
No, it's not. It's not always.
You said don't worry about your friends, just focus on you, and this is all for you. It's always been for you.
No. Okay. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They have like muscles, but they basically the muscles don't do much. Yeah, I'm basically writing him as the yandere option because like
I guess so.
This is Jua set him up to be this, so unless she look, if you give me certain things, I'm going to emphasize them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything else at the time.
Uh-huh.
Because you're also saying like, no, I like it that, you know, he's my focus kind of a thing. It's like, okay, well, he's
Yeah.
the you're the focus, nothing else
Okay, well
matters.
not okay. Yeah, see, yeah, okay, now that you this is good. You're making me think about more sides to a character that I haven't thought of.
Oh
And
yeah,
because
that's
I
the whole
am
point.
thinking yeah, because I'm thinking more like a very like a flat on the surface level, right? Because I'm not a writer, I'm not like a character making person, whatever. But because you're adding more depth and dimension to a character, and you know has different sides that I didn't think about. So I'm making like I'm having like second thoughts of those things.
Oh good.
So when I said like, oh, what if I'm okay with me being the focus, and then after you went through all that, I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, because also I'm gonna say like, maybe the golden retriever boyfriend, he's gonna do the things like, oh yeah, or maybe he's just so hyperactive when you have had a long day and he's trying to cheer you up, but he's just too energetic
Uh-huh.
about like, oh, maybe I'll try
Uh-huh.
this, and then maybe you get upset kind of a thing of like, you just want to relax, and then
Mhm.
he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I guess I'll leave you alone and we can talk later kind of a thing, and you know
Uh-huh.
that. So it's like,
Yeah.
you said like things just, you haven't had anything like that, but I'm just like giving you, because
Uh-huh.
also in stories generally things are going to get heightened a little to be,
Uh-huh.
instead of all mundane.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I guess I'll just have to deal with it. And we can talk
Do you still
soon.
want the snake guy, or are you going to rewrite him?
Oh, huh. Snake guy, cold-blooded person, but he likes me. He's a little bit clingy, but then not obsessive, I guess. Well, I mean,
You
I
said
guess it
clingy,
doesn't
so you
work.
got to pick one. You got to pick one.
um,
Because like,
um.
clingy obsessive are two words for the same coin.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh. Well, can he
Well, because
be?
like, maybe he's not gonna try and kill everyone, but if he's clingy, guess what? He's gonna maybe start texting you, be like, "Hey, where are you?" kind of a thing, or like, "Hey,
Oh,
I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Why haven't you
oh
responded yet?"
no, not the multiple texts.
He's clingy.
No.
He's clingy. That's
No.
clingy.
Okay, no, I don't want clingy. I don't want clingy. Can he be obsessive without being the clingy part?
Can he be what?
Can he be obsessive without clingy?
Okay, well then he's gonna be a murderer then.
No.
Or he's going to do a thing where guess what? He's going to make a mural in front of everyone because that's obsessive. And
A
be like,
mural?
I dedicate this to you. Yeah, he's going to like paint the side of the fucking dorm and of your face.
Oh no. Never mind.
Obsessive is that is a loaded word to put on someone.
Okay, yeah, that is. I didn't think about that.
Because it's like,
Oh,
yeah, he can be cold or shut off, or maybe he's just an introvert and like
yeah.
everyone doesn't know that. So he comes off
Uh-huh.
as rude when really he's just
Uh-huh.
like, it takes some time for him to warm up to people.
Okay, I
um
like that. Yes.
yeah, and that's different than he's just like obsessed with you, or it's just like, hey, maybe he's cold because like, guess what, maybe this wasn't his first choice to go to school and he's like upset about it, and like he's finding a hard time making friends because he was looking forward to going to college with some friends and they made that promise with each other. And he's
Uh-huh.
just frustrated, so like
Uh-huh.
he just wants to like be able to talk to them instead of like getting to a chance to like appreciate what's around him.
That sounds real, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a thing. It's like, it's a
Yeah.
lot more interesting when a character has some flaws, because like, maybe, or like they have a past, like for example, like for Meg, maybe she's gone through some shit, and maybe like, um yeah, she's all cool, but that's because she's gone through enough things in her past where like, maybe there's prejudice against half giants, or maybe it's like she's had to deal with like things not being built for her size, so she has to like work through it, but it's frustrating at times and she doesn't let it show. But maybe and she no, like you think, oh cute, let me line her booby pillows, when really sometimes she's just like, I'm tired of being cool and like handling
Mm,
everything, that kind of a thing. But because you're
mm,
just reading her as perfect, she doesn't get to be able
mm,
to show her flaws because no everyone expects her to be perfect, even though she's dealing with things that
mm.
don't let her be imperfect, and that is frustrating to
Yeah,
her. So maybe there
yeah.
might be a moment where, yeah, you're resting on her chest and then she's crying because guess what, no one she can't do that with anyone else. Or maybe it's
Uh,
just like she just wanted to have a moment alone, but because she knows people depend on her.
uh, I would say have her boyfriend let her face on his balls pillow.
What?
Like booba pillow but balls pillow.
Do you not know how sensitive balls are? Like, lying on them would be painful. He would be
just
like, I'll do
just their
this
face, just their face.
five,
Even just their face.
any pressure, and then,
Mm.
like, granted, you don't know the experience, but getting like tapped on the balls can leave a guy on the floor.
Getting tapped? Really?
Yeah, they're that sensitive.
Oh shit. Okay.
So,
Never mind then.
yeah, so like lying on them, that, like lying on them, basically like if she just lies too much, that could be like him being in the fetal position for the next 5 minutes.
I see. Never mind then. Oh, why don't we give him big man titties too, so she can rest her face on his boob?
Well, you did want him to be a half giant, so yes, technically that can happen.
Yes, yes. Half giant with big man titties. Yes.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Um, but
No, I
yeah,
get it.
so
Mhm.
that's the reason why I'm like, maybe the whole point I'm trying to just give you is if the flaws don't come from the character itself, then
Uh-huh.
being in then the flaws or adversities have to come from somewhere, and then
Uh-huh.
you dealing with them, or um maybe they don't react in a way that they agree with like some of your other choices in college,
Mm.
or because like one of the tropes is like, hey, maybe the snake guy likes you, and but the thing is though, he and he wants to reciprocate the flirting or the things you're giving hints towards, but the thing is like he knows he's gonna go study abroad next year, so he doesn't want to start something and then end up like drifting apart when that kind of thing.
Mm.
um
Oh,
Something cheesy like
okay.
that, that's a thing that's done before. Or the golden
Oh.
retriever boyfriend, let's just say uh he's so innocent and hyperactive, but the thing is though, he maybe his thing is like he's so popular, and like
Mm.
he wants to be there for everyone, so but because of that, he can't always give you the time, because it's not that he's trying to be rude to you, it's just he's trying to be nice to everyone. So therefore he's like, oh sorry, there was someone who really needed
Mm.
me now, and do you understand that, and are you okay with that?
Ah,
Because like
I see.
for some people, hey, they get it. Some
Uh-huh.
people, that's going to be an issue.
Mm-mm. Wow.
Are you just
No,
real?
this is nice because like you're giving me like realistic sides of like different personalities and perks. It's like kind of like a reality check kind of a thing.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. It's like I want to write characters who are relatable or interesting, um, or seem grounded, even though you happen to be like in a biology class, you're next to a snake man and then also a half bird man or like a dragon also, and you happen to realize that your families knew each other from a millennia ago because that's how long dragons live. So it's just like, that's why I said when you were like, oh, we shouldn't make it a fantasy setting. It's just like, why not? We can still make them have like struggles of a day-to-day life of someone in college. It's just they're going to look different.
Yeah, I love romanticizing college time because it wasn't really all that great time, like for me.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I don't and yeah, that's the whole reason why I just want to have things where it's a little that's the whole point of why when you said you want the lion guy, I was just like, what are we doing here? Because if even you're okay with him just fucking you, then I'm just like, okay, he did it.
Okay.
His part in the story's done, I guess.
Well, what if he does want to date, but then he doesn't know how to prioritize dating and his goals?
Well, yeah, that's fine. That can happen, but also that like, I don't say he has to be a dick, but or it's just maybe he wants to be I know you're gonna react to this magna cum laude because he wants to get into a good like master's program, because guess what, he wants to succeed in life. And he's going to prioritize, like, I had a friend in college who he was basically, look, I'm just gonna say there's underage drinking in colleges. That's just a reality. Everyone, if they get invited to parties, is gonna do it. But my friend, because they were trying to get into they were really focused on becoming a doctor, they didn't drink during that time, or like they were very like, I can't do this, I can't do that, because I need to focus, I need to study. I can have fun, but I don't want to get too distracted. So that might be what I'm going to reference for when I start writing the lion guy. It's just like, it's like, oh, you get invited to a party and you want to take him with you, he's going to be like, I can't go. Sounds too like, I got a paper due and I want to make sure I keep having an A in this class because it's part of my major.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
That's totally understandable. Like I would do that too. Yeah, and
that can be understandable, but for some people, when they go through his route, they're like, oh, he's no fun, I don't like that. Or it's just like, oh, I thought he was gonna be like a party guy or fun. I was like, ugh, I don't like him anymore. Because just because all the characters are relatable doesn't mean they're going to be likable. Because everyone has their preferences.
I see.
Yeah. I think you get it. I think it's just more of like, you were too focused on getting the fantasy. And I'm like, we can do that, but also, I don't know what that makes it for a stream for other people also. Granted, you are the focus. It's just... then I don't know what I'm doing here, because you're going to just tell me, oh, he's buff, he's going to do this to me, he's going to do that. And I'm like, okay, great. I guess I'm done. I didn't do anything. I'm just here to listen. Which we can do. We can talk about what you're interested in, but that's not the intended original goal. Because if it's storytelling, I gotta have something where there's conflict, there's growth, there's change. Or even if it's a slice of life, then there has to be a reason why we're following this character. That's all. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, no! You're gonna keep going.
I mean, the Pentagon like, nope, we're this far in. No more saves.
Yeah.
You use all your ink ribbons, get fucked.
Gotta start all over from the beginning.
Good luck, because I don't remember anymore.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking like more than just the Otome game, because I have this like this like ideal man, right?
Yeah.
And then now you're talking about like the flaws it might come with certain specific personalities.
Yeah, or goals and desires.
Okay.
So.
What is it?
Or goals or desires, because like maybe they don't have a flaw necessarily in their personality. It's or, hey, guess what? Maybe their beliefs are different, or maybe you have to deal with their friends or their family that maybe don't approve of a dragon. Because guess what? Other species aren't going to live as long as you.
Yeah.
So there maybe some people don't like the idea of dating a dragon because you're going to outlive them, and then you're probably going to find another lover or something like that. Because maybe one of them is old fashioned and they want to be able to grow old with you, but they can never do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I kind of like that kind of side to a story with different species involved, though.
Yeah, and
isn't that kind of cute?
Well, and this is why I said don't try and talk me out of doing a fantasy setting if that's what you originally wanted.
Oh yeah.
Well, is it going to be harder? It's like, no, it'll be fine. I can work with this. I'm a writer.
I see.
Don't doubt me.
Wait, hey, but what if... You see, now I'm thinking. What if we make it, like, just a regular, like, not a fantasy thing? And that's gonna make me think even more on, like, realistic terms of dating, like, human men.
That you're the only dragon?
No, I could be a human, too.
Well, but then the age thing doesn't be a factor anymore.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you said that was interesting.
That I like that, but we could take that out. I think it would be a good learning lesson for me too.
What is the lesson you're learning? I don't, without having it. I'm just because I thought that was interesting to you.
Huh?
You said take it out because it's a good learning lesson. I'm like, what is the lesson? Why do we need to get rid of it?
Oh, the learning lesson is for me to like see other sides of a character that can exist.
But we can have that still with a snake man still.
I guess so. You know what? Let's keep it.
Yeah, so I don't understand. You're overthinking this. I'm like, it's fine. You already just heard all the things we can come up with. And they don't necessarily relate to that. Or guess what? Maybe a snake man doesn't like dating. His family doesn't approve you dating a dragon because in the past dragons looked down on other reptiles because guess what? Dragons are a lot bigger and stronger than snake people. That kind of a thing, like or that kind of drama, or maybe because you're a 4'11" dragon, people may tease you about that. And guess what? That can still happen even if you're not as a dragon or not. People might tease you about your height. It's just gonna recontextualize it a little bit, but I'm still trying to make these people that are relatable. So when you say don't do it, I'm like, I'm gonna do it now more because I'm gonna prove to you it's fine.
Okay.
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
If this is what you want, let's do it. The only reason why I kept trying to talk to you about, like, if it's an Otome game, there needs to be a plot. There needs to be a storyline. That's the issue with the other stuff you said before.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And I don't mean to, like, I hope this isn't me coming off as, like, talking down or anything. It's just, like, I hope you're understanding where I'm coming from.
Yes, I do.
Because it's like, hey, if you want these kind of characters, I'm totally down for it. It's just, understand that, like, I also want a little freedom to be like, okay, this is where the route will probably go, or this is the interactions you can have, or maybe because usually in the routes the other characters appear in it, maybe the snake guy doesn't appear as often because you keep trying to visit other people, and he doesn't feel comfortable talking to them. He only feels comfortable talking to you because he's that introverted. or
Oh.
or maybe like because of scheduling, you can't talk to the golden retriever on like Tuesdays and Thursdays because he's doing clubs on those days, like extracurricular things, unless you join those clubs to be with him or because they interest you, that kind of things.
I see.
I doubt we're
I
gonna get that
see.
in depth with it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying those are
Uh-huh.
things to consider
Okay. Okay.
because I'm treating it like an actual otome game with like time
Yeah.
passing.
Yeah. I like that. It's fun.
Good.
Okay.
The whole point is for you to have fun because you're the guest.
Yes. Uh-huh. I am having fun.
Good. But yeah, the whole point is me doing an exploration of what you want, and like when you like your reactions are helping me influence, like, oh, I noticed you reacted in this way, so the character's gonna then do this action, or because you made this choice. So that's the whole point. But if you're trying to just speed run saying you slept with this character, there's not much else for me to do. Because it's because you're basically gonna go like, oh, I didn't get the route I wanted. Save scum. Let's go back. Or, aw, this sucks. The whole,
Okay.
yeah,
I think I'll try to run through one story without going back a save spot.
that's ideally how you should do it.
Okay.
Because if you try and save scum everything, you're not actually learning anything about the characters because you're not getting any further. You're just trying to know the right answers.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You're just saying A, B, C, D. I got the best ending. I got the good art.
That's true. That's true.
So, hold on a second. I am going to have a sore throat tomorrow.
Oh, why?
Because we've been talking for nearly 3 hours.
You don't talk for 3 hours?
Not straight. No one does. Like, even people on the phones, they have to take breaks.
Oh, okay. Well, you can take a little break. I can talk about my stuff. What should I talk about? I'm gonna go to a dinner party. It's my mom knows a grandma who is turning 96 today, and so that's the birthday party that we're gonna go to. I had to go out yesterday so I can prepare, like pick up some stuff to wrap the gifts with, and also I got a haircut yesterday for the first time in a few months. I was only gonna trim it a little bit, but I ended up cutting it like 2 inches because the lady was like, "Oh, it's like getting thin at the end. It's gonna look fuller and healthier if you do 1 more inch. You wanna do it?" I was like, "Yeah, might as well." So I only planned on 1 inch, but not two. But it's been a while, so it's not that short. So I guess I like it. And then, oh, I did. So
BRB.
yesterday, okay. But I wanted to tell.
You can keep talking. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, I wanted to tell the story to you too.
Okay, fine. Well, can you just keep? You can tell the story when I get back, but also just you can just entertain them with or talk to chat.
All right, I'll babysit the chat.
Okay,
all right.
I appreciate you. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so yesterday was my watch party, and it was supposed to be from 6 o'clock, but because I was out and doing stuff like putting the grocery away, making dinner, whatever. Oh yeah, we did grocery yesterday. Got lots of veggies. I didn't really like salad before, but now I do because I got this dressing that's actually supposed to be a syrup. It's called the liquid syrup, and it's really sweet and fruity. I like that. So making salad with that sauce makes it like very nice to eat salad. So that's that. Oh, salmon patties. If you go to Costco, there's these things called salmon patties, and it's like it's shaped like a burger patty, but it's salmon and it's juicy. You gotta put it in the oven and do it, but it's yummy. So I had that with it. I had the salmon patty with the salad. So we started the watch party at like 7 o'clock, and we ended at like 10. It's with my IRL friends. We ended at 10, And then I got off the call with the last person who was my bestie at 3:30 in the morning. And then after the stream, I'm gonna go out to dinner. Mm, we're gonna go to a steakhouse. Yum yum. Last time I went there, I ate so much. Like it was shared with 4 people, right? But we still ordered like couple appetizer, and each person had their own entree, and we had dessert. I did have a little bit of leftover for the dessert, but we also like
Okay, I'm
finished the
back.
dessert. Welcome back. So I was just talking about the watch party that lasting for a long, long time because I was talking with my bestie.
Yeah.
But
You're
but
staying up till
while
like
I
4 in the
was
morning.
while I was in the call though, I went and organized the stickers. You know the stickers that the Polaroid decorating stickers I showed you.
Sure.
I ordered a wrong size of the
Oh
sheets.
no.
But it still worked out because I still get to put the smaller stickers and also like a frame looking cover sheet thing in that size. It's like the
Hey.
perfect size actually. But I had to order another batch of the sheets with the right size. And I said it's gonna come in on Monday, but I hope it comes on Sunday. I doubt it will, but if it does come on the weekend, I get to organize the rest of the things too. But yeah, I was sitting on my bed, um, going through all those stickers and organizing them, and I kind of started decorating one of them frame looking thing too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice, but because I was sitting on my bed for so long, I was like, my back hurts. I gotta do some yoga to untrimp my back and make it feel better again. My hip joint's been feeling kind of sore. I think it's because I was walking. I was doing my walk for the first time in a while. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why.
From just walking.
Yeah, I do my walk for my workout.
Mm.
Yeah. So instead of doing like hard cardio thing, I just walk easy.
Okay. Well, the reason I guess I was surprised the way I'm saying it, like, oh, was because it sounds like you work out before, so I was just like, wait, how's walking hurting your hip? But like you work out, like.
Oh, like walking. Yeah, walking hurts my hip because like you're just walking a lot. I
Like,
walked for like an hour.
okay. Are you
Yeah.
walking fast then?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's yeah. Because when you just say walking, like I know you said
Uh-huh.
working out, but I like walking just sounds like uh yeah, walking. It might get like sore, but I never think of my hip getting sore.
I think even if I wasn't walking fast, if I walked for an hour, I would still hurt my hips.
Maybe I'll
Mm.
massage them. Anyways, uh, mm, I mean on
Only talk
average,
for
I only
maybe
talk
30
for maybe
minutes
30.
a day? How do you only talk for 30 minutes a day?
Jua, this is the reason why I said like yeah, my throat is gonna get sore. Is like if you don't have a job where you're on the phone constantly or talking to people, you can go like a long time without talking.
Oh, I'm like, wait, suddenly? Like, where is this coming from? What, is it because I talk a lot? Because I talk more than 30 minutes a day?
The cute thing,
I thought,
or what?
yeah, cute.
Well, because I think
I would.
you're just you're unaware of like how other people have their day to days. I think is why it's cute.
Oh, I see. Huh. Because even when I'm at work, I don't have to answer calls a lot, but I still talk to my coworkers. And huh?
Yeah, but
Do
usually people
I?
aren't talking to their coworkers the whole day. Because if I think about
Oh,
like how much I probably talk to my coworkers,
yeah,
yeah, I was probably like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Because I still
yeah,
have to get work done and I'm not talking to them the whole time. And
yeah.
then like when I go home, I'm not going to talk to anyone. It's more typing to them, messaging them.
Oh, I see. Well, now I'm thinking. I'm. Hmm. I think it adds up to like at least 20 minutes if I added up all the time that I talk to my coworkers day to day. And it is true. I'm not sitting in calls all the time. But yesterday, look, I went from 7 p.m. to 3:30, and we were almost constantly talking. So that's like 8 hours of constantly talking. And that yesterday is not the first time we went talking forever like that. Well, that was my other friend. We were catching up a lot, so that's one reason.
Yeah,
But
but
I
that
also
doesn't sound like
sometimes
a
talk to my
common occurrence then if it's you're catching up. Because if it's like
yeah.
uh if I'm not catching up with someone, then it's kind of like small talk kind of
Yeah.
things like, oh, how was your day? Good. Oh, how was yours? Good. That was like what, a minute? I'm
That
at,
was
so
like 10 seconds.
yeah, but I'm, and that's my point though, is like if unless you're catching up or it's like you or you're
Oh.
going out and you're just talking about a regular day at work and then going home, you're not gonna talk that much.
And there.
I see. I see. Well, how about on streams though? Like, don't you have longer streams on the weekends?
I mean, okay, sure for streams, but also like uh I'm also considering a stream part of a job thing, and also like there are people talk about streams of like, hey, here's things about like vocal care because talking a lot can strain your vocal cords.
Oh. 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 I see. I get. Okay. I guess so.
Steakhouses are amazing. What Tristan said in the chat. There's a delay.
Steakhouse. Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Going out to?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tonight.
Oh. Enjoy.
Thanks. But yeah, I guess I do have like my throat getting dry. That's why I drink water.
Yeah, but also there's going to be a certain point where the vocal cords, it's not just like the water cures it. It's you still need to let them rest after a while. Because it's like, hey, guess what? Your body might be sore, but you like imagine if you worked out for 8 hours straight. You don't just go, oh, I drank water, now I'm fine. It's like, no, you got to let it rest. Your vocal cords are like a muscle also.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, like my throat does get sore after talking for like 8 hours, but after like not even like 3 hours, not really. But I guess it's because
aren't you special?
Like, I guess so because maybe it's because like muscle. Maybe I have good vocal cord muscle because I don't get sore throat after talking for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people don't talk that a lot. Lot.
Huh. I see. Well, I see. Maybe I'm just used to people talking a lot, or especially because like if you watch streams, they keep talking and they don't really bring that up. The fact that like, oh, like I need to let my throat rest for a little bit. I haven't. Oh,
Jewel, also consider this. How many times do you stream in a week?
like 2.
2 days. Okay. And how long are your
Or
streams
3.
usually?
Like, I I want to keep it at least 4 hours.
Okay, so
Sometimes
it's
I go way over like 7-8 hours.
okay. So, but let's say the average, right? So that's about 8
Yeah.
to 12 hours if you're doing 2 or 3 streams, right?
No, yeah, probably more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying you said that you can go over, but like usually 4 hours
At least.
at least. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but also those aren't on your days when you're working or something. So then, in those cases, that's the only thing you're doing, and that's basically your work, right?
On the weekends, yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, a lot of people don't what's it called? You streaming that much, that is a lot. Because like there are some people who they do content creation or streaming, but they stop after a while because they do talk about burnout and stuff. So like and like I know some like corpo VTubers talk about like, hey, I have to stop streaming now because my doctor's yelling at me that I'm straining my vocal cords, so I can't record covers anymore. Because Iris, I'm pretty sure, had that issue before. So just because you don't have the issue doesn't mean other people don't. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see.
Because guess what? Other people talk about burnout, but also some people talk about like, this is what I want to do forever. But that's why some streamers can only stream for like an hour at a time, because maybe it's overwhelming. Just because you don't have to deal with it doesn't mean other people don't have a different situation.
That's true. I just didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way you said it with such surprise. I was like, yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know. People feel their throat feeling strained after an hour or two. I didn't know.
Well, keep in mind, the reason why I said I'm getting sore is because we've been talking for nearly 3 hours now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you wanna wrap it up? We got done with the character creation. So next time we come on, we can start.
Sure, you're talking over me. We can keep going. I'm just saying, because like I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I can go a little more, and like you don't have to speak for me.
Oh, I'm just giving you the option. Like, I'm okay with coming, like getting.
Okay, but Juwa, oh my god, don't cry. What I'm trying to say is like, I can tell you when I need to stop. It's just I needed to take a break.
Okay.
Because
do you wanna?
This is you overthinking things again.
Oh well, it was me being considerate, because see, it would be easier for you to say, like, agree and say, you know what, you're alright, Juwa. Maybe we do wrap it up now, rather than going like,
Juwa. I appreciate you trying to be nice, but you're talking over and assuming things, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Because
I can speak for myself. And also, I've done things where I agree with people. I hate that because it wasn't me speaking for myself. So if you want to stop now, you can tell me that too. But don't just say, oh, we can stop now. We can do this and that. And I was just like, I'm fine. You don't need to treat me like that.
All right.
I appreciate it, but yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I can make my own decisions. Like you could make your own decision to stay up 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I'll just let me know when you do want to call it end of the stream, but I just want to let you know that I don't feel bad about cutting it short, because I'm already done streaming, and I'm enjoying, the otome and just talking about stuff.
Yeah,
we can still talk anytime, so.
Yeah, but this is the part of the stream is like coming up with this, because we don't we didn't even come up with their names.
Oh yeah.
And also, when is the next time we're gonna have this? Because I'm gonna tell you, I have other people. I ideally I would go through my list, and then if the people aren't available, then I'll reach out to you. But the next time we might go through this might not be for months.
Yeah.
So,
fine.
But the thing is, you may not remember any of this, so I want to get as much details done.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were done with making characters. I thought we were gonna go with a story.
Well, also, when do you want to end? I guess is the better way of putting it.
In like 7:30 or 8.
So we have about an hour and a half ish. Yeah, so maybe we won't do a full route or anything, but I still want to talk about like the names of the characters, because also guess what, we said the golden retriever, like we haven't really established anything, we just talked. Because think about it, like even the lion guy might not be just a fuck buddy. He might actually have a route. That's the reason. Like, I don't know these characters yet. You say we have things established. I'm like, do we? What are we doing with them? What
Yeah,
are what who, how
yeah,
what is the
sure.
relation to you?
Oh, yeah, and like I
You
might
just
want to
said their
roam with the
personality,
lion
but
then
I
too,
don't
yeah.
know what they're going to appear
Oh,
as. That's kind of important for
oh.
the story.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Hmm. Oh, okay,
Like
so we
we
have the
can edit.
RA.
It's like I have nothing to work with.
Oh, okay, okay. So the lion guy, I do want him to be part of the sports team. That's probably why he's goal driven. Like he wants to like win the game, so he never misses his practice, whatever. And how do I? Maybe I have a same class with him. I have one same class.
Okay, but if he's on the sports team, he's probably like a upperclassman. And if he's like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
football, like let's say he's football, or
yeah,
whatever. If he's like the
yeah,
captain, like you talked about,
yeah.
they're not
No,
gonna
no,
make
no
a
captain
freshman
then.
the captain. There's no way.
Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. No captain, no captain. He's just part of it. He wants to become the captain when he's become a senior. That's
Okay,
why he wants to try hard.
okay. Well, if that's the case, then maybe if he wants to be the captain, there's things where he's like he has to go out with the boys then, and he's like, hey, I like you, but also just know I might not be in the sports team anymore because they said shit about you, or like, hey, if you start dating me, they're gonna talk about you, and I still want to go climb the ladder, and I want to save my reputation. If you don't want to date me because of that, I understand, but also I have to play the game, and if they talk about people like that, I'm gonna do it too. Like that could be an
Oh.
issue, or like
Yeah.
do you convince him to like leave the sports team, but then he won't have a scholarship anymore, and like that was the whole
Yeah.
point, or like you find out
Yeah.
he's doing it because he knows, or maybe he's like, look, I'm not the best, I'm not the smartest, I'm good at sports,
Mhm.
that's how I got into this college, and if I lose this, then I have to leave,
Mm.
kind of a thing. Or
Yeah.
it's, and
I
then you
wouldn't convince him to leave the sports team. That's kind of a jackass thing for me to do.
yeah, so
Mm.
that's the thing you have to deal with though in that kind of scenario where like
Mm.
maybe the thing Tristan mentioned about like him getting injured,
Mm.
kind of a thing, and maybe he's just
Yeah.
frustrated, and maybe he won't like hurt you or anything, but maybe he yells one time, or because he's a lion guy, he
Oh.
roars, and
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
but he might break something out of frustration because
Mm.
maybe I don't want to say he's toxic, but maybe out of
Yeah.
frustration he's like
Yeah.
his whole life was for this, and so
Uh-huh.
like we can come like the other thing is, do you want to know what the scenarios are going to be like, or do you want it to be like I've established the character so you know these are to your taste, and then what happens in the stories you don't know,
Yeah, I don't like. Let's go with the story without me knowing how the story's gonna
you
be.
just want to know who the basic who they are and their personality.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you want the lion to be a goal driven underclassman in the football team, or unless you want a different sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Football's good. Yeah. Well, I guess I think so me, I'm not a competitive person.
Yeah.
And I kind of make fun of people who are just like really competitive about everything. Like, wow,
Well,
imagine just tying yourself out. But then I think also it's just like a different trait that I don't have. So I thought it'd be fun if we had a character who is competitive.
yeah, that's fine. It's just uh it can be fun if he's competitive. It's just keep in mind chances are he's either going to be very competitive in a lot of things, or um he's going to be the type where the goal driven thing about the lion thing is just
Uh-huh.
like if he doesn't see a goal in it, then maybe he doesn't get
Mm-hmm.
interested in it, or
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
maybe everything's fine in the sports thing, but it's just maybe when he's first trying to woo you and romanticize you, he's
Uh-huh.
doing all these like little things for you, but once you start dating, he starts to like, well, we're dating already, what do I have to prove?
Oh.
He got the goal, he's happy, but also he's like, well,
Oh.
we like each other, we're dating.
Uh-huh.
We go on dates.
Yeah.
Like, I get you what you want. I say I love you. Why do you need me to do these little things anymore? It's like, I don't expect you to do it. Like, it's fine. Whatever. I'm happy. We're fine, right?
Oh.
That could be a thing also.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of shitty, but okay.
I'm just
See, this is why it's good for me to think about, like, you know, a possible a trait that is past the surface level. I like this. Like
you
you're
don't like
giving.
that he's like a dom daddy anymore.
No. I said I like the fact that you are bringing out, like, mentioning a characteristic that might come with certain characteristics.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Like a
teasing you though
one
that you
plus one.
before like 2 hours ago you're like, I just want a dom daddy.
Yeah.
He could use
I
me.
guess I'm,
It's like I'm teasing
yeah,
you.
I guess I'm gonna have a a kind of thinking time about if I do want a dumb daddy or not. Because if it's like he's gonna have those toxic traits like that, then I'm like, let me think about it.
Yeah, well, granted, like someone could be a dom daddy and still, and like in like when you're having intercourse, that comes out. But he get like just to clarify, someone can have flaws, but like they don't come out in like having a sexual relationship. It comes out in other aspects of the relationship.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I feel like I like I think you understand that, but I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you're in college, also you're young and you're gonna make dumb mistakes.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, I think that's another thing that I'm like romanticizing college time, because you're young and you have an excuse to make dumb choices and make
Yeah.
mistakes, and you still have time to, like, make up for the mistakes. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. It's like a mixed bag kind of a thing, and that's what I'm trying to say. Because guess what, the way I'm looking at it is, if it's a freshman, we're probably going to deal with like the first year in college kind of situation.
Mhm.
So it might also be open ended of like where you are in the relationship. Like maybe you stay together, maybe you break up, maybe everything seems perfect, maybe things are kind of on the rocks, so you're not sure, and you're like, okay, well, maybe we need some time to think about it during summer break. That kind of situation.
Yeah, I guess that is also part of being in college, where, because you are so young and there, you know, everything's so uncertain and everybody else is also fickle, so you don't know if it's you guys are gonna stick around or not. I think, yeah. But the otome games, though, a lot of otome games are from, like, their background setting is in high school. I mean, high school kids, I don't know a lot of people who stick around from high school time to get married and all that through their whole life.
Yeah, well, also, otome games also romanticize things to a level that is arguably questionable.
Yeah.
Because it is a fantasy, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's fine being a fantasy, which, you know, we could quote unquote have the happy ending if you get the right choices. But also, it's like, I want to have like some gray area where it's like, hey, yeah, you're still together, but is it the perfect relationship? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Or it's like, hey, maybe you break up because maybe it's not that you're bad people, but you're just bad for each other. Or maybe you just have different goals. Because maybe you just don't have those things in common. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, well, you know, like, I know... Okay, yeah. I just got extra things to think about now.
Okay. Sure. Well, we got the lion guy who's part of the football team. Do you have a name in mind for him, or do you want me to just start naming things?
Yeah. You can just give him a plain English name.
Plain English name?
Yeah.
What, Brad?
No. Let me see. Let me go look
Theodore,
up.
but everyone calls him Ted or something, or Teddy.
No. Man names.
That is such a broad thought. You said English though, so I was thinking like from the UK.
Oh, no. I meant it as like, it doesn't have to be a fantasy name.
His name is William, but everyone calls him Will because he's strong of will and he never gives up.
Oh, no. Top 1,000 baby boy names.
Baby.
Let's go through here. Ugh. Let's see. Man, this. I'm looking through. Wait. You know what? I think Jake is a pretty common fuckboy name.
You say fuckboy name?
Oh.
Okay.
No, but I don't want him to be Jake though.
Then why'd you say it?
Jake was a part of the names that's on the list.
Okay.
Oh, how about Dylan? I think Dylan would match the lion personality. Or
Sure.
Or Dylan, Ryan.
Hey, Ray.
Micah.
I haven't heard many Micahs. Look, you can choose the name. I'm just like, is any clicking for you? For the character we've made.
I think Dylan or Carlos. Carlos sounds nice too. Nah, let's go with Dylan. That was the first pick, so let's go with Dylan.
Okay. Dylan the Lion Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can just be like very cliche and we can name him Leonardo. Because Leo. We could literally name him Leo. That's fine.
Leo, Leon, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's just go. Nah, that's such a lazy way of his parents to name him Leo when he's a lion.
What, you don't like Leo and his sister Leona?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's another name? Well, you know what? More than Jake, Kyle is a fuckboy name.
You're bringing this up. I don't know if you want that as the name then.
No. I'm just telling you things that's going through my mind as I'm trying to decide.
Okay, well, you say it out loud, so I'm like, am I using this? What are we doing?
No, you can just say like, oh, you can just agree or disagree. Like, what do you think it sounds like a fuckboy's name? Huh?
What sounds like a fuckboy's name?
Yeah. Wouldn't you agree that Kyle sounds like a fuckboy's name?
Well, yeah, because you're picking a bunch of white boy names.
Well, why don't you come up with some names too, Ali?
Fine. I don't know, Christopher. Chris.
I think Chris is fine too. Yeah, but yeah, keep going.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to tell me it's fine or not. You can just tell me if you hear one that's like a yes.
Okay.
Okay. So not Christopher. Eric or Derek. Steve. Stefan. Steven. Jacob. Let's see. Manuel. I don't know. Alistair. No.
You know, I've never heard Alistair before your name. And then I found like a couple other VTubers.
There's a few.
Alistair like afterwards.
There's like 5 or 10 of us. I can't remember.
Yeah, but you were the first Alistair I saw though.
Yeah. There may be other Alistairs, but I'm one of a kind. Yeah. What else is there?
Mm,
Uh, Oliver. Let's see. James, David. I mean, this one kind of has lion vibes without being just saying lion, like Alexander or Alex. I don't know. Just think of like Roman names, like Julius.
oh, Julius kind of sounds good with the lion image.
We could go with that and just tell me when, if that's the name you want to settle on.
No.
Okay, well, all right. Thanks. All right, not those names. Hold on, I'm gonna skim through some stuff right now.
I am too, but I just haven't found one that just like clicks.
Victor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go with Victor.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Victor the Lion Man. Meg the Half Giant.
Yep.
All right.
What was her full name?
Megara.
Megara. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Megara.
All right, and then let's go with the snake guy.
Yep.
Is he could be in your dorms or something, but he stays in his room kind of a thing, and he never goes to events or that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think I like the fact that I would like it so that I have more chance to talk to him than others because he's introvert, and if I keep bumping into him, I'm probably gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
So let's make it so. What would be the ideal thing? Maybe I'm taking maybe our classes overlap a lot, and he's in the same dorms too.
So you're in the same major, or you're all doing? You happen to be doing the same GEs as he is.
Yeah, same of the the basic requirements. We both decided that we're gonna get the prerequisites done, and somehow it lined up so that we're taking a lot of classes together at the same time.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Is there anything else you want specifically about him, and then you're just gonna find out more about him?
Well, we did establish that he's just like super introverted. That's why he just kind of comes off as cold when he just doesn't know like how to just approach people. So when people approach him, he's not really like super opposed to talking to them.
Sorry, could you say that again?
He's just super introverted, so he doesn't go out of his way to talk to other people, but he's also not opposed to people talking to him.
Okay.
So, like, he still doesn't like really like click and be instantly outgoing when people talk to him, but still, it's just that he doesn't go out and just make the first conversation.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's just introverted guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say he's smart or just average, or what are we hoping for? Or do you want that to be a surprise?
Yeah. I haven't really thought if I want him like super smart or not. So up to you.
Okay. I might make him just smart. Well, I might just make him smart.
We don't have. Huh?
Well, yeah. I'm thinking he might just be smart just because you have a jock, and then the golden retrievers.
Yes, we don't have any smart people in here except for the street smart Megara.
But that's different.
Yeah, true. She's not romanceable, so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna make her romanceable unless you want to get it weird. Because look, it's your fantasy. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna get a little weird at a point. That or like you have to keep it a secret because in general, dating one of the basically your students is a no-no.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I
So
don't want to
okay,
do anything illegal, so no.
okay.
Just using her booba pillow, that's it.
Oh my god, she might tell you to stop. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna ask before I just, just dive into her
Yeah,
booba
but
pillow,
also it's
but
like, look, I understand you can do that with your girlfriends and shit, but like you're still like someone in her care.
oh,
So
okay.
it's one thing to be like I'm crying and you're resting your head on her
Uh,
and you happen to be on her boobs versus like you're just like, "Hey, RA, hey Meg. Anyways, I'm going to go lie on your boobs now."
okay. Yeah, I've never had an RA, so I don't know how weird it's gonna
It's
be,
going
but
to be
okay.
weird. It's going to be super weird.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
That's why I'm
Alright.
just like I'm going to tell you up front. It's the equivalent of you going up to imagine you had your landlord
Uh-huh.
and your landlord sometimes, or like let's say you live in an apartment, right? Sometimes
Uh-huh.
apartments like set up like events of like, hey, we're having a raffle, anyone want to come to this kind of a thing?
Uh-huh.
And then later you go to your landlord and then go, hey, can I just put my boobs on or my head on your boobs?
But I'm friends with the RA already.
No, because you're a freshman, you just met them.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay, I thought we were friends already. Okay,
You're
never
like
mind then.
you're she's there for like moral support, but it's okay. Another way to look at it is like you went to up to your therapist and went, I like, hey, I'm gonna go lie on your boobs now.
Oh, okay,
They're
okay.
there to help and support you, but they're not like they don't have that physical attachment that or like
Okay.
that casualness.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, I just had to establish that.
Okay.
Um so there is that. So what is gonna be Snake Boy's name?
Oh, let's pick a cool name for him.
Okay. He's too cool, so he's loner. Uh I was like, well, what do you think is a cool name for a loner type then?
I don't know. You said you're bad at coming up with fantasy names, right?
I mean, I can come up with them. It's just it. It's not like I've practiced coming up with those names. So I don't think of them off the
Uh,
top of my head.
mm, huh. Let me see. Fantasy and folklore. Um, hmm. There is this fantasy name generator. I'm trying to use that.
Fantasy generator. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh, hmm. Empire. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, monster names? Do they have things? Names? Hmm. No. Don't see anything I like. Hmm. Did you come up with any yet?
Uh. Well, I'm trying to think of like what to base it off. I'm trying to think of like, for my brain immediately thinks of a name that starts with like an S or a Z because of a snake
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and the hiss.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I like that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Let's
I'm
see.
looking.
Zephyr. Ezekiel or Zeke. Um, Solid Snake. Let's see.
Uh,
Azazel. Uh, Zemos. Uh, uh,
mm,
Samuel, or Sam for short.
mm.
Um, mm,
You know what I can do is I could go look up name. Names starting with S. Haha.
okay.
I'm smart. Okay. Oh, Sebastian? Silas? Skylar? Mm, uh, Sage? Sean? Seth? Oh, Seth is a pretty cool name.
I can see Seth,
Oh.
and that also has like, uh, there have been gods named Seth also. So
Oh, okay.
I don't
Yeah, let's
remember.
go with
All
that then.
right, Seth.
I'm looking at the rest of the list.
Mm.
See if it clicks more. Um, I think Seth sounds good. Seth the Snake.
Okay, let's go with Seth then.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so we have Seth the Snake, who's also someone in your dorm.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Taking lots of classes
yeah.
with me.
All right. Well, then in that case, he's probably also not going to be talking too much, kind of a thing, or maybe he talks in class, but that's only because it's part of the requirements to get full credit.
Yeah, he talks like only when like usually he doesn't want to talk. Like if people talk to him, then he'll try to keep up with the conversation, and then he'll try to talk for like group projects and stuff, but not much for conversational thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um. All right. I'm not gonna ruin any of the surprises if we actually get to it.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Seth. Uh. I forgot the Lions guy's name.
Ooh. Victor.
Victor. Yeah. Thank you. And then Megara.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Megara, Victor, Seth, and I think I'll have um I'll have the golden retriever. I'll try to think of golden retriever name.
Well, we haven't decided on a species yet, so.
Oh. Oh, that's true. That's true. Um. Huh.
Uh. I don't know. We could do something instead of just be pure animal. It could be. It could even be in a fantasy setting. I don't know, a wind elemental or something. Um.
Oh, I see. Or make it a dragon. Make it OP for me. Haha.
um,
I like dragons.
I mean, we can. It's just gonna. He's gonna be a little weirdo then if he's an overactive dragon.
Huh?
I'm just gonna say a lot of they're okay. One of the things I think of, like, if he's a dragon, some people are gonna be like,
Mhm.
"You're a dragon, have some like class," kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "I'm just trying to have fun," kind of a thing. But it's like, we have a reputation to maintain.
Oh. Yeah, I could see that. But I'm kind of like that too.
Well, go figure. Asians having the. You're embarrassing us. Don't like embarrass the family.
No, I mean the dragon thing.
Oh sure.
Mm.
You said you could relate to that specific thing I was saying, so that's what I was going with.
I'm like that too, where I'm just like overreactive. For no repetition for dragons.
Okay.
Eh?
Do you want him to be a dragon? I don't mind. I'm just making sure.
What other options do we have?
Anything in fantasy. It's literally anything. It could. We could even have like an android. I don't care. It could be like something came up with. It gained sentience. It can be. It's whatever your heart desires, and then I just have to try and figure it out. That's why I said the dragon thing. It's like, if we're going by dragon norms, that's why it's like he might be considered a little strange. So I don't know. An elemental, a genie. It could be a centaur, a minotaur. I don't know. It's an like a very hyperactive species. It could be an owl man. It could be fucking. You could be a vampire. I don't fucking know.
Vampire, hyperactive vampire.
Yeah,
that makes less sense than hyperactive dragon.
you say that, but he could be like he's super tired during the day, but like he likes to go out and party at night, or maybe like he's only hyperactive because during like before the sun rises kind of a thing, and then you just like then he's just in his room kind of a thing where and then he's still hyperactive. It's just he prefers to sleep in during that time because you know he can't go out, and maybe that's why he's in a lot of clubs, so he can go socialize because he's sleeping in during classes. And then maybe some people think he's a slacker and he's stupid because he's not in class, but really it's just because he's a vampire and no one knows because he never shows up for class.
Interesting.
See, you're saying you think I can't come up with stuff. I'm like, I'll prove you wrong.
Yeah. So I just want to make it easy for you.
The point isn't to make it easy; it's to try to make it interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like that, but then having a vampire boyfriend like that would seem very like hard.
Well, yeah, but I'm just trying to throw things out there and see what catches your eye.
Yeah.
Because it can be whatever you want it to be or can think of. Because it's like maybe it's that, or maybe it's a fucking I don't know a. I already said cyborg or something. Maybe it's a cat boy or well, fuck, it can even be a dog boy for all that matters. Maybe it's a bunny boy. I don't know because those can be hyperactive. It can be literally anything. I don't know, what do you think of hyperactive? Maybe it's a fucking butterfly man. Maybe it's a hummingbird man. I don't know. Maybe it's just a dude. It's just a guy.
Human?
Huh?
That's a human?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because you're a dragon, and then like he's excited to be around all these other species. Because maybe maybe that's why he's hyperactive. Because he wants to meet as many things and experience as many things. Because he lived not a sheltered life in the sense that his family told him all these things, but he's like he wants to see it for himself.
Oh yeah, let's go with that. He's
Okay.
just a dude.
Okay, perfect.
He's just a dude.
Just a dude. And then what's his name then?
I just wanted to establish like how I know him and
okay, well,
what he does and stuff.
well, okay, he can either be also a freshman or maybe he's someone older, and that's like maybe he runs one. He's the president or like something of a high executive of a club or multiple clubs because and like he can show you around kind of a thing without it getting weird about like him being old, like a year or two older, kind of a thing. Because he's not an RA. And maybe he's excited to meet a dragon, and like kind of a thing. It's like, oh, I've never met a dragon. It's like, oh, I didn't realize you had like antlers or something. Because maybe he moved out, maybe he's a transfer student, and he's part of a program where it's a group of humans who cut themselves off from all the other species because they feared them. It can be a lot of things. It's just really like,
I think I like the first one that you said, how he's just involved with a lot of things around the school, because that's just gonna show how he's really well rounded and he knows a lot of people, and
okay, so then basically I'm gonna make it where he happens to be part of any club you happen to join.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have someone that's in the sports, someone who's into extracurricular things, and he's gonna probably be a little older than you. And then we have one of your dorm mates, and then your RA. Okay, and then so the human, then he's gonna just have a human name.
I like either Dylan from earlier.
Okay.
Or Luke, or Hayden. Lucas. I don't like that. Luke sounded better than Lucas.
Yeah. Okay, well, if those are the three, do you have one that's you strongly prefer?
No, I'm trying to think. Going through the other names too. See if I like anything else better.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with Dylan.
Dylan? Okay.
Yeah. Dylan seems an easy name.
Okay. Dylan the human. Victor.
Yeah. I like low-key rhymes. Death the snake. Dylan the human. Megara the half giant. And Victor the lion.
Okay. Jake the snake? Is that what we're going with?
Seth.
Seth. For some reason I heard Jake because of other things we've said before.
Oh.
Okay. This is the cast you currently have. Maybe we add more later or something, but this is what you have. Are you happy with them?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very happy with them.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to end it here for now after we established all this?
Well, let's start with the snake one, because I want to kind of see where the surprise you were talking about.
I don't even remember it, because honestly, I'm like, we've talked so much.
You were like, yeah, like, okay, you were gonna say something, and you were like, never, I'm not gonna tell you to ruin the surprise. So I don't know what you were thinking of when we were creating, like, establishing.
I'll tell you now. The surprise is for both of us now.
Oh no!
Look, we've talked a lot, and it's like, if I'm having a hard time remembering the characters' names, I'm gonna have a hard time remembering the surprise I had when we now started talking about Dylan. So I can come up with a surprise. I just don't know what it is anymore.
Okay. So we can let's call it a day for now.
Okay.
So it doesn't like confuse us any further.
That's fine. I'm just giving you the option.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna stop recording since that's basically it for it. But thank you again, JuwaBaby, for being a guest for this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for entertaining me.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a great time and it wasn't stressful at all for me.
Are you being sarcastic?
I don't know. Well, look, I was just worried that you were like, you came onto this thing and you're like, this isn't what I was expecting, or this is what I wanted. Where's all
No,
the...
I like to just talk about stuff. So
Okay.
of course I'm gonna like it. Especially when we're talking about like my ideal men types.
Yeah, but well, I'm just saying, we jumped a big leap from he's a dom daddy to he's part of the football team, but he's also an underclassman, so he's not like the football captain. Those are very different from your original. Like, I just wanted to use me as a slab of meat. That's it. Okay, but thank you, and maybe we'll revisit this. Maybe it'll be part of our stream. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But I'm sure everyone enjoyed hearing about your kinks. Anyways,
I wasn't talking about my kinks.
Yeah, sure. It wasn't your voyeurism. I still remember that part.
Hey, I didn't delve into it. I could have. I did not.
I don't think you needed to delve into voyeurism because it's a pretty straightforward kink. It's a pretty straight. There isn't like a, well, there's a soft voyeurism. It's like, no, you're into voyeurism or you're not. Kind of a yes or no kind of a thing.
There could be an extent of how much you're into it, you know?
Yeah, but it's still a yes or no in the end of the day. Anyways, thank you again for being a guest. This is going to go on YouTube.
all right.
Definitely won't have any regrets for either of us. But thank you again. Tell me if there's someone you want to raid since you're a guest.
Let's see. Do you have anybody?
I mean,
if you have anybody, you can go to yours.
I mean, I have a few friends. It's just you're the guest, so I wanted to give you the option.
No, it's okay. Let's go to yours.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna raid Clementine. She's playing Yakuza 0.
Ooh, that's a popular one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm spelling it right because it has like 3 E's at the end.
No.
All right, I'm gonna also hit stop recording now, and then